gotta find the culprit. That's the first clue. We gotta find. That's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the culprit. That's the first clue. We gotta find. That's the first clue. That's the first clue.
Not only that, but I'm gonna fact shame him too. This fat piece of shit literally fucking earlier said I'm oozing with estrogen.
That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the culprit. That's the first clue. We gotta find. That's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find.
Hey yo. How we doing, folks?
The culprit.
Good morning. Good morning. Good evening.
Not only that, but I'm gonna fat shame her too. This fat piece of shit literally fucking earlier said I'm oozing with estrogen.
Who the fuck wrote W stream? We didn't start yet. Oh, Mr. Repsion's in the chat. How you doing, bro? What's up, blood? Hey, Mike the Bike. We got a bunch of people here. I believe that's Colton right now, who's desperately trying to locate somewhere to sleep tonight. I guess this is I don't know. This is Friend Finder. Colton's trying to find a bed and breakfast right now. That's his goal. Maybe somebody in chat can help him out with that, or I guess execute him. But I don't think that would be the ideal scenario. Super Salty 94 is here. Hopeful Blue. Who else we got? Elliot Man. I saw somebody's first time chatting, but I'm not looking at that one anymore, so I can't see who it was. God, I cannot say. James. Is it Jamie? Is that just a weird way to spell Jamie? Just Plants is here. I've said your name like 100 times. I fuck it up every time, but at least I'm gonna try this one. Alright, we're gonna be jumping on with Bowblax in a minute. Britbong is back. I saw Bing Bong. I assumed that was what you were. Elote man. Sorry, Elliot man.
Not only
My
that,
bad.
but I'm gonna fat shame her too. This fat piece of shit literally fucking earlier said I'm oozing with estrogen.
Gamers, we're oozing all right. We're oozing tonight. That's the worst thing I could have just said. Sully gave me a 1 month tier 1. Well, at least you're more consistent than Augie. I thought I said competent, which would also be true. Buzzsaw 24 months. Thank you so much. It's been a long time I've been on this fucking platform, which started out as a meme, folks. Oh God, how do Stormy Ellie, thank you for the Prime. King of Sorrow 462. Colton should open a bed and breakfast. Imagine the possibilities. And the only thing I could, anything with Colton just sounds like it's a disaster. Colton like transferred his Spurg energy to Fusi and made him have a mental breakdown. The guy is dangerous, folks. He's a dangerous man. Apparently there's a Chud Central chat that anyone can just join now, where we just can talk, which is terrifying. I don't even know who half these people are, so I guess that's what we're streaming from today.
This fat piece of shit literally fucking earlier said I'm oozing with estrogen.
Thank you, Scootsy. I'm usually better with names. I'm not very good with names. I'm lying to you.
Not only that, but I'm gonna fat shame her too. This fat piece of shit literally fucking earlier said I'm oozing with estrogen.
Oh God, they're just coming in, bro. We haven't started the stream yet. Biggie hates Twitch ads. I mean, that's a solid reason to do it. Zolrich, thank you so much for the Prime.
Shit, literally fucking earlier said I'm oozing with estrogen.
And Mike the Bike with 10 bits. Have a good stream. Gotta go. All right, peace out. Your fucking PlayStation 5 looks sick. I got the same panels coming in, but you got the actual console. Anyways, stream tonight. Justin Whang got exposed by Maddox. Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking good one, folks. This is gonna be some good shit tonight. This is gonna be some fun. I pre-watched the first 2 minutes, and it's insane. I don't know what's... Apparently he's a... Oh, my phone just beeped. Probably should have gotten rid of this take, as Maddox is saying. It's going... Yeah, dude, Whang down. Whang is down. It's over. I hope he doesn't see that tweet and think I'm actually shitting on him, but... I don't know, who knows? Maybe by the end of this, Maddox will get his first W in the history of... Well, ever. I believe Bowblax also talking about Fusi, but I kept him waiting long enough. Let me jump in and say hi. Hey, what's going on?
Yo, 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 yo. I was just finishing up watching Fusi break up with his girlfriend and call a new girl immediately while, like, stroking his cock on stream or
Oh, that's
whatever the
perfect.
fuck.
By the way, I just wanted to let you know that I'm live and I'm directing. Anybody who wants to watch from YouTube, just check out that link in the title. I know you guys aren't big Twitchers right now, but Bowblax is trying to get his stream thing going. So if you want to be a YouTube viewer tonight, that is open.
Yep.
Yes.
Just gonna do the streams more often. It's not gonna be like anything new or special besides like I guess the frequency of them. And also we haven't been doing after hours recently, so I'd like and like Edwin's not live anymore, and even if he was, like I wouldn't want to hang out with him.
I'm doing a stream with
like
Edwin on Monday. We're doing our big I don't know if it's going to be like a debate stream or if it's just going to be like a... I don't know what it's going to be. I don't have very high or any real expectations for it. I just think it'll be interesting. So that's coming on Monday. I picked that day specifically because Babs really loves holidays. So I thought we're going to do it on Labor Day. So before Edwin gets shit for that, I specifically picked it because I knew Babs loves holidays. Okay.
Is that the Josh Pescator day?
Yeah, yeah, it's the Josh Pescator day.
Or is it a different day?
Any military-related day is the Josh Pescator day.
Because wasn't he like coming back on September 3rd or some shit like that?
Oh god, was he, dude? Yeah, September came.
Yeah, or like September
ends.
6th or 8th or something like that.
What's with people that are announcing dates or whatever? Like, dude, the thing is, every time I announce a date, I never hit it. Every time someone announces a return date to attack me, it never happens. Every time someone announces a date
it's the
for
Nick
a video,
curse.
dude, I'm so
contagious.
slow, I affect other people's production about me. Yeah,
True.
It's actually fucking insane.
Yeah, why do you think I never give dates?
I was talking to Augie recently, and he was drunk, obviously, one night. We were just fucking shooting this shit. And I go, oh, come on, dude, why can't you just stream tonight? He goes, oh, come on, I stream all the time. And I'm like, no, you don't. What are you talking about? He goes, I'm going to stream tomorrow, and it's definitely going to happen. And, bro, fine, come on, bro. I'm making so much content on the side. I'm fucking regularly streaming once per week, and I'm like, bro, ask your chat. You are not regularly streaming once per week, dude. Are the members starving? When's the last spilled milk?
They are starving. Dude, one of the first messages I got on my live chat when I went live is, Bowblax goes live more often than Augie now.
Dude, Bowblax.
So, I don't know.
It's the curse. That's what people... My chat has called it the Nick curse, okay?
Ooh, that's a good name, especially if you say it really fast in front of a black person.
Dude, those damn...
Holy shit, yeah. But it's funny because Augie, whenever I talk about, like, I don't know, not making videos frequently or whatever, he's like, you're being lazy, stop smoking weed. And then he's lazy. I mean, he has been uploading daily with Connor on the other channel, which is
Dude,
cool.
weed has destroyed
But can't you also
this
stream?
community.
Wait, what?
Weed has destroyed this community, okay?
True.
Back when everyone was like, you know, a little plucky, getting into the community, super clean cut, nobody does anything. Everyone posted content daily, weekly, it was fine. Now everybody's getting high as shit, and like there's nothing happening anymore. It's Jover. I think this is my second stream in 2 months, and I'm not even smoking weed.
Yeah.
Just building
yeah,
up.
what's your excuse? Maybe if you smoked weed, it doesn't matter at this point. You could fucking be high all the time. You could be a stoner and it wouldn't fucking matter.
In my defense,
Content.
I'm stockpiling currently. We're in the
Stockpiling weed?
We're in the enlarging arc of the Nick DeOrio YouTube channel.
Do you have like videos like ready to go on backup, like in the fucking canon, ready to shoot out, publish?
Come Monday, I will.
Ooh.
Not Monday.
Returning.
Tuesday is more accurate, but yes.
You got a tipster video ready to go?
That's one of them I'm working on. That's not going to be done Tuesday.
All right.
But
Wait, stop giving dates, dude!
Well,
God
I'm not
damn
releasing it on
dude.
Tuesday.
It's not gonna be...
That's the point of stockpiling. There's no dates. I'm stockpiling.
No dates, dude. No dates. But it's funny, yeah, weed has definitely ruined the community, and one of the reasons I've been more productive in the last couple weeks is because I've been smoking weed less. Improving.
There we go. Oh, God.
Yeah, a little less.
Dude, you start smoking a little less weed, you stop spending a little extra money on Uber Eats, suddenly you have way more money to buy, like, degenerate shit stuff for your content.
Yeah.
I still
or,
don't know why
pay
people,
editors or whatever.
I don't know why people in this community don't abuse Cameo more. Maybe it's not as useful now that we have AI. That's one thing that I think people are... I don't know if people are going to get triggered when they see
Wait,
this
do
in
you
my
have
content.
a Cameo?
No. I mean, like, they don't abuse contacting, like, famous people on Cameo and getting them to say stuff about their videos. That was always something I loved to do, but nobody ever kind of took that. I was shocked.
I think it's because people... This is gonna sound like a diss. Make content too frequently for it to be worth the price of admission.
Sure, but people still, like, I mean, how long was Tom's tipster video in the works for, you know?
Yeah, true.
Again, like, he went and did a whole
if you're
diss track,
working
so
on a
maybe
long...
he's not the one to ask,
I think
but-
people just don't think of it. I think,
Yeah.
honestly, people just don't think of it.
And AI is so easy now. That's something I've, like, really integrated into my content. I guess in the past, where I get, like, random
Not only
YouTuber
that, but I'm gonna fat
cameos,
shame him
I
too.
filled
This
it
fat
with
piece of shit
the actual
literally
subject of my
fucking earlier
video
said I'm
reading
oozing
their
with
own
estrogen.
tweets, which is so much easier, dude. It's actually, it sounds so much more seamless.
So you have, like, AI stuff in your videos now?
Yeah, AI stuff, 100%. As long as it's not, like, being used to create new dialogue, I think AI stuff is super cool to use.
So you using it for, like, because you haven't uploaded a video since, like, the AI boom. So, like, are you using it for, like, video effects or just, like, dialogue to, like, pretend to be other people?
I need to be very careful with how I use it satirically, but I do use it satirically, and that'll all make sense very soon. But in reality, it's mostly just, like, if, say, Tipster said something on Twitter, but there's no audio of him repeating those things, it's very easy to just have him read it, you know?
Oh, true.
Yeah, I think it's like a cool little enhance, because normally I would call you, or I'd call Edwin, or I'd call Augie, and then there'd be like 17 different voices in my video, which was cool for like little cameos. But hearing Tipster say his own cringy dialogue is, I've thought it has really...
Yeah, I think it's way better.
It's way better, yeah. And I've seen other YouTubers who haven't put out their videos yet do the same thing, and some of that stuff is just like extremely damning when it comes out of their own mouth. It's really funny.
That's great. I would do it for Twitterverses, but then it would...
Oh, you get
then
lynched.
the whole point.
Can I use that word? Yeah, you're white. Okay. You
Yeah,
get
you can use
lynched
white.
because, like, your audience is a little more normie, and they're like, oh my god, AI. Why didn't you hire Tipster to rape himself? Like...
Or it's like, if my voice is out of it, like, then it's not even mine anymore.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, so...
It's to use it sparingly.
Yeah.
It's like Jay Aubrey's transition pack. You gotta use it sparingly.
Yeah. Do you, like, recognize people using
Yes.
that transition pack? I don't even know what that transition pack is, so I don't know.
I've
but
had it
might
since
be frequent enough.
2019, so I know it pretty fucking well.
Is it just like whatever the John Swan,
it's like,
Nick DeOrio
it's like the
edits look
Video
like,
Lancer
you know?
all-in-one. Like, yeah, everyone uses it. The whole fucking...
Yeah.
It's like...
Well, I never use it.
It's like,
I
oh,
don't
do you know
use-
what a Staffo thumbnail is? That's how easy it is to disseminate.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like all the commentary. I haven't watched commentary, like, essay stuff in a really, really long time. So
Neither
I
have
no
I.
idea.
I was arguing about... I don't know how much I'm, like, derailing. I'm already fucking super derailing the stream, actually. I do know exactly.
No,
how
I
much
love it being derailed. The more content, the better, because then I can give it to the editor and make it into more videos. So.
Yeah.
And also, we haven't streamed in a really long time, so I'm just down
it's
to
a
shoot the
shame.
shit.
Yeah, honestly, I wish everybody was here. We haven't done, like, a... Augie not doing after hours has, like, destroyed the community feeling of community, I guess.
I want to bring it back with my streams, hopefully. I'm not going to force anyone to come on or anything like that, but I do want to do this a little bit more.
Yeah, we all
frequently,
used to be on, like, 3 or 4 nights a week. Now it's pretty slim. Maybe it's just everybody doing their own thing, getting older.
Yeah, everyone did kind of do their own thing, but it has been a really long time since, like, a big... I can't even remember the last time. I know it was, like, an Augie stream. It was, like... Maybe when we were talking about Tipster or something like that. It wasn't his last big stream. I completely missed that one, but maybe the one before that. But I don't know.
What are your
I don't
thoughts
know.
on,
It's been,
like
a
Sunny
month.
V2? That was a tweet that Tom made recently that kind of sparked my brain. Like, my autism went off, bro.
Yeah. Sunny V2. Yeah, you replied, and I think I replied saying I agree, where it's just like, in terms of his content, it's fine, but it's not, like, the best. It's just, like, the baseline, and it's good. It's just like what you expect, typical consistent content. As for his opinions and him as a person, I think he's probably a little psycho, but
I feel like I've become more of like an elitist. Like I've become the elitist douchebags I made fun of in 2019. Where like, and I think the reason for that is the commentary-esque feels so like off a conveyor belt. It feels like it's been created in a factory. Like there's a lot of like I always hated the Jalen style daily upload videos. Some people love them because it's 10 minutes of commentary. You get it all, right? No, you don't actually get it all. You get like whatever people can scrounge together in like a 10-minute window that they probably really didn't research all too much. I'm not learning really anything from those videos. If anything, I'm getting like, hey man, this is super shit, dude. I hate this stuff. And again, like some people are like, oh, I don't want to watch a 50-minute video. I get it. But I don't know. I've never really liked the daily type of content. On the same level, the video essays are starting to feel like not personal at all. It just seems like a lot of the content is just.
I even heard Turkey Tom. Sorry to interrupt you. I also heard Turkey Tom say this, like where he's like, I put my personality on Tom Dark, and then everything on the main is informative. But he does like essay content, so like all of the essay content has just turned into information only, which is fine, but I feel like we're missing some of that personality base. I guess Tom's doing it on his other channel, and there are other commentary channels, but
he does it. He does the daily style grind better than like I think the people who are doing it for years. He's the only tolerable one for me. I always thought like, oh wow, dude, you can watch this video in 10 minutes to talk about this extremely niche specific drama scenario that I don't even think I could explain on stream in 10 minutes. How much details are you really providing here? I'm gonna have to watch your video as an intro to somebody else's video. It's not really worth my 5 minutes. But I'm a YouTuber, so I'm researching topics and stuff, so obviously I'm not getting the same thing that everybody else is, or looking for the same stuff. But yeah, no, I don't like the whole... Oh, God, I don't like the reading from a script thing. I mean, everyone, like, you know what I mean? Like, reading from somebody else's script.
Which is funny. Oh, like, you mean like Tom having the script written for him?
Oh, no, it's not even, I'm not even, like, attacking Tom. It's, like, a more of a general, like, Tom makes the same kind of content as Gamer from Mars, who makes the same kind of content.
Yeah. I'm using him as an example because everybody knows Turkey Tom, and there's the Tom Dark and the Tom... Turkey Tom examples. I'm not doing it to
no. That's what I'm saying. But I feel like everybody's making the same content now. Like again, like I wouldn't be surprised if some of them have the same writers. You know what I mean? Like some of the same people writing the scripts for all the same channels. I'm not really. I can't tell the difference between anybody.
The guy who I got to help with Twitter Versus, which we've only done one video so far together. It's a Tom Dark guy as well. So yeah, I guess there might be some crossover, but
it feels like we've really optimized the commentary community, which is cool.
Yeah.
And it's definitely like better financially to do that. I want more people. Like, who's that guy you found recently? Who was in our group chat for like a day? What was his name?
King of Nothing?
King of Nothing. I like his content. Again, like he's kind of like the antithesis of that. I like him. And Tommy C showed me a new YouTuber who made a video on what was it? iDubbbz. Shocker. I know.
It was the iDubbbz content cop, and then he made a content cop Creator Clash after. I watched that guy too.
That guy was
I didn't watch his Creator Clash video. Yeah, he was really good. I didn't watch his Creator Clash video because I think I watched him before that one came out, but I watched his iDubbbz content cop, and that one was really
Bungie,
good.
That's his name, Bungie. His video I saw the Creator Clash one. I thought that was really good. That was a pretty solid video. I miss that stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, I mean,
it exists. People are making it. I mean, we have Bungie here making it. We have King of Nothing making it, and it's getting views. I mean, Content Cop iDubbbz has 200K. Creator Clash Content Cop has 93K.
Like if Willie wasn't covering red pill shit all the time, which is a topic I just unfortunately am not super into, I think Willie would be my favorite guy right now.
Yeah, Willie does that really well as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just I like these videos, but I don't know. I'm too busy watching Pikmin shit. My interests, I feel like, completely
Dude, that's
changed.
another thing. I think I'm also super burnt on commentary topics. It's like,
Yeah, same.
it's like really hard to find something that I really give a fuck about, and that's the only way I can make content. So it's like, other than personal beef with like Tipster, or like the Mouthy Buddha thing that people know I'm working on, like that's obviously something I give a shit about. I'll make that stuff. But like finding like daily content grind topics interesting is something I haven't been able to do for a while, bro.
Same, exactly. Which is why I literally hired someone to just find the topics for me, give it to me, and then I'll like voice over and do the final edits. And it's actually nice because with my last video, I didn't do as much as the grunt work with like getting the tweets and figuring out like the topic or whatever. Well, I did suggest the topic to him, but regardless, I could spend more time on like putting little quips and like personality bits into it, and like trying to make the video actually good. Because before, when I would do everything,
yeah, you needed to have wage slaves like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, dude, I mean, it's one thing to have bots that like download people's tweets, but now they don't have those anymore, as far as I know. I don't think any of mine are working. Actually, they might have started working again recently. But when Elon shut down the ability to like go to a URL and grab a tweet in Discord, those kind of died. So that was like a problem, you know? Like you can't get your shit done as quickly or as well. And like have it saved. So if someone deletes, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You need to have somebody like on patrol.
I've been doing the grunt work and everything for Twitter versus and all my YouTube channels all the way up until like a week ago for the last 12 years. So we're like 11.
And I know because I was like gathering the Dean the Great shit. Obviously, this is not a topic anyone actually covered, but I spent like an hour of my life like archiving all those fucking tweets, all the videos, and grabbing everything or whatever, just in case it became a topic for anyone who wanted to cover it. And then, yeah, the next morning I woke up and it was all deleted. So, like, it's a fucking real hustle out there trying to get
for
anything
sure
these days from people.
Yeah, and I've been doing it for a while. It's not like I can't do it or whatever, but it's like, I like that I put it off on somebody else because then I can do other things in the meantime, work on, like, multiple channels or whatever. And also, I feel like a lot more creatively free. Because, like, for a while, like, once you figure out a topic for Twitter versus you get the tweets and then you just do the work. There's no, like, creativity really behind it. But now I feel, like, more creatively flexible with, like, putting, like, little quips in my videos or, like, you know, mainly just working on my gaming channel. I've been having a lot of fun doing that, mainly.
Yeah, I see. You got your gaming channel, your live channel going. You're getting out there. You're I
want like, exactly. I just want to... I've decided I want the Bowblax channel to just mainly be Twitter versus and just have it like concretely that, and then all the personality stuff like what I was doing with King of Nothing and Willie Mac show with the Let's Play stuff or streams or whatever. I'm gonna put on Mayo Monkey, this channel, and then for all the gaming stuff, it's gonna be professional like Bowblax, but it's going to be just gaming, like completely different genre. So yeah, I'm just excited to get started because what I've wanted is just like an outlet to do everything I'm interested in. But like before I felt like I didn't have that, which is why I tried to like shove the Let's Play stuff onto the main channel or like what have you. But now that my I just bit the bullet and started a new channel, and my third channel actually got monetized now.
Yeah, you had
and we have Mayo Monkey monetized. Now I have
because that video popped off. You had like your first video on the channel do extremely well.
Yeah, it has 136k views.
Jesus, dude. That's pretty sick.
And then the sequel video has like 40k, yeah. And the channel almost has 2k subs. It's great.
So you're like...
And it's awesome because I love talking about it. I made that video purely out of passion. I did not think it would blow up. My goal...
You're just like, oh, yo,
was like
all these
1,000
fucking...
views.
These gaming YouTube fucking losers hate me now. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go make a fucking gaming channel so they can't get away from me.
And do it better.
Fuck 'em.
Literally do it better, dude.
You're the Tom Dark of gaming channels.
But no, what I've been doing is I've been watching a lot of gaming videos just on my own time and stuff, and I've kind of learned like what's good and what's not through passively watching. I'm like, I can do this, and then I just do it. The same thing kind of happened with drama before I started doing commentary. I watched so much of it that when I started, I'm just like, okay, I'll just do what I watch.
Well, yeah, people always talk about how it's hard to transition your content, and that's still true because there's like a certain amount of like your audience needs to come with you and shit like that. But you still learned stuff. You've picked up a lot of, like, if you start a channel tomorrow, you're not like a new YouTuber, right? You know all the, like, the algorithm, you know all this stuff. So like when you go out and go, okay, I'm gonna like make a dedicated gaming channel, if you put some work into it, it can be done. Yeah, that's not an impossible feat, and you're seeing that now.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you just do something that's like out of the box. Because the video I made is something nobody else talked about. And I don't really think many people have talked about it like since. Because I'm just so addicted to the game. I played it in a weird way and filmed it and stuff.
Are you getting Starfield at launch?
Yeah, I already pre-ordered it actually. Because initially I wasn't interested in it, but then they had a showcase of it. I think it was around in June or E3 time or whatever. And I watched it. And I was like, what the fuck? You can do everything in this game. I was a little annoyed that it was 30 FPS, but besides that, I was like, holy fuck.
I mean, you should play it on PC. You got a PC to play it, you know?
Yeah, I do got a PC to play it. I just prefer playing stuff on my TV.
Yeah, me too.
But, so I did get it on my Xbox. But if I really, really love the game and really want 60 FPS, I guess I could play it on PC. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I forgot
Maybe
it was
will suck
coming
to
out.
30,
I
but...
pre-ordered the smartwatch version.
Oh, nice.
So I
saw.
And that's going to be here on September 1st, so I technically get it for the early release.
Oh, nice. I didn't even know it had an early release. I didn't even know... I think I found out it came out in September like a week ago or something. I was like, oh, it's that close? Nice, dude. I have something to play before I wait for the new Mario and new Sonic.
Okay, you want to take a look at
Yeah, let's see Justin Whang get owned, dude.
Oh god, dude, do you know anything about Maddox?
I know he like sued Dick Masterson for like calling him a cuck.
Yeah, he's like the schizophrenic who sued Dick Masterson, and he's out here. It's over, dude, for our boy Whang. We're gonna have to be extremely critical of him after this one.
Do you want me to play it, or do you want to play it?
You can play it.
Live?
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Okay.
I have it all.
He does. There's a man on the internet who has an incredible memory. He's able to remember the names, dates, and times of specific events that occurred over 30 years ago. He even remembers the names of news anchors on channels these events broadcast on, even though he was only a child when these events happened. He's also an incredible jumper who's able to jump on any bandwagon, no matter how small it is. But unfortunately, there's a dark side to this person. He's addicted to drama.
Wait,
he spreads rumors about people he doesn't know with facts he doesn't.
How is that bad? Dude, I hate this dumb fucking idea that if you like drama, you're just bad.
But who
He's addicted to drama.
If you had to think of people who are addicted to drama, all right, chat, would your top 50 have Justin Whang in the mix? Do you think he would even be considered as addicted to drama?
No, I guess in terms of like consuming it like as a viewer, but then like all of the chat is addicted to drama and like literally that could apply to so many people.
I'll tell you right now, his competitor Wavy is always DMing me about drama, like stuff like
yeah,
that he's not
dude,
even covering.
Wavy's way more into drama.
Yeah,
than
he's
Whang.
like into it. I don't know. Does Whang like hit anybody up and be like, "Yo, what's the deets on the Wings of Redemption lore?" Like, no, that never happened. What are you talking about?
I think he like accumulates the information and talks about it casually, but I don't think he's like fiending.
But it's not even really like. Does he really do drama so much as like? I don't know. I've never even seen Whang as a controversial figure. Maybe I'm missing something.
No, not really. I mean, I've seen him unapologetically like engage in Twitter drama and like say a hot Twitter take or like jump on a Twitter bandwagon or whatever. But
yeah, I mean, maybe if you're talking about Twitter, but I'm thinking from a content perspective. I've never seen him.
Yeah, definitely not for content. No, but I don't really watch Whang's content, but I assume it's just all like internet trivia, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, dark side.
Person. He's addicted to drama.
Oh, no.
He spreads rumors about people he doesn't know with facts he doesn't have.
Ooh.
He does this in a secret bid to silence and deplatform people he doesn't like.
What?
Watch it just be a retweet.
Yo.
Like you just retweeted an allegation, like you retweeted Lex Dogs or something.
For the first time ever, I'm about to expose who this person is and what he's been up to in the dark underbelly of the internet.
He's the first
Welcome
one to
a very
expose him.
special Tales from the Internet.
Video on the-
Welcome to the best show in the universe. I'm Maddox. I'm about to tell you a story. story of a YouTuber named Justin Whang. For those of you who don't know, Justin is a YouTuber, self-proclaimed internet historian, and
music?
tragically, a member of a nu metal band.
What?
And no, that's not just a joke. He really is a
Is
member
this
of a nu metal
Wang's
band.
music in
Nu
the
metal,
background?
also known as not metal, is the soundtrack of being
Wait,
grounded for not eating
why
your
are we
vegetables.
exposing
It's all
his
the-
band?
Wait, we're exposing his music taste? Only little kids like fucking new metal, pussy. Like what?
Nu metal, also known as not metal, is the soundtrack of being grounded for not eating your vegetables. It's all the things you like from rap and all the things you like from metal left on the cutting room floor, so all you have left is crap. It's one of the only genres of music where the
Why
wicked-
is that woman crap, dude?
Bro, this reminds me of like
Media entry.
the retarded version of, actually the first one was retarded too, but like the jazz is a derivative of the waltz debate. I feel like that's the start that's what the start of a fucking exposed video feels like.
Music critique? Wait, why is Justin Whang is a plagiarist and a hack? Or just a plagiarist? The first
But he
point,
also likes
his
the
music
most
taste
pussy
sucks.
variant of fucking of metal.
Yeah! Real people only listen to Sonic music, dude.
has an entire section dedicated to nu metal
What,
bands.
the Wikipedia for new metal comes up as the
Dude,
first
he just
point? bro?
who
DeOrioed it,
insist
dude.
they're
The
not nu
dictionary
metal,
definition,
including
bro.
Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit, and Stain. In an Artist Direct interview, the vocalist for Stain said, "If we get called a nu metal band one more time, I don't even know what I'm gonna do."
So bad, even the metal people don't want anything to do with it.
Why is this
Okay.
section so long?
I love it.
Stain's Wikipedia.
I also love the music. He put new metal at the beginning to show how shit it was when you listen to it, and then once he started to shit on new metal after describing it, he changed the music.
That's
to
why it
classic,
feels
'cause
like the-
obviously.
Dude, that's why it
Yeah.
feels like the fucking jazz is a derivative of the waltz shit.
Yeah.
It's like, are people gonna be listening to Harry Potter reading Harry Potter, or are they gonna be reading Moby Dick? Like, that's what it feels like. Are you saying rap music is better than classical?
Yeah, and also, why do people always use classical as the magnum opus of music? It's just like, it's good sounding, but it's not like bang your head to it. Like, are you really humming like classical tunes in your head? Like,
Oh, but jazz sounds like.
at least it's interesting.
page calls them a nu metal band.
Whoa.
Even the bassist of Rage Against the Machine publicly apologized for Limp Bizkit, saying, "I feel really bad that we inspired such bullshit." And Dave Mustaine of Megadeth said in an interview that he'd rather have his eyelids pulled out than listen to nu
Whoa.
metal. But despite the genre being dead since
But
2000,
despite that, Wang gets a bunch of views.
By the way, Ronald Riz is
Nine.
here. Hello, Ronald Riz.
Yeah, dude, Ronald's here, dude.
Hello.
About Justin Wang's music taste. man.
I think we're about to get to the bottom of it. I think this guy's about to show us that he's a fraud.
I agree, man.
It's over.
And new metal sucks.
It's over for Poo Metal and Justin Wang.
Yeah, new metal, more like poo metal, dude.
That's exactly what
metal
I'm
band
saying.
still inexplicably exists.
Dude, it's trash! Put it in there, dude.
Disgusting!
Slam it! Get that out of here! Like a fucking, like,
on!
half-finished Lord Vegas cinematic.
The band is called
back on,
Jinx,
Bill.
and no, that's not named after the blackface Pokemon or the children's game.
What? Wait, why are we bringing blackface
Wait,
Pokemon?
wait! Hold on.
Yo.
This is like too many punches to the stomach. We need to calm down. Wait.
Dude. He brought up blackface right after new metal. When are we gonna get to Justin Wang being like a drama horror or whatever he was gonna say? Or a plagiarist?
He said the
Ah.
N-word with a hard R.
I went to Justin Wang's Twitter, went to Twitter advanced search, typed in the N-word word for word. I'm not racist, by the way, but I did type it in, and I found a lot of N-words on that. Wow, so you know,
The N-word with the hard R.
the hard R.
Bruh.
The band is called Jinx, and no, that's not named after the blackface
Yeah,
Pokemon or
I know. When you hear Jinx, you immediately think of blackface and black people and all that, but no.
the children's game.
Check soda.
In an interview with the lead singer of Justin's band, the inspiration for the name came from his interest in witchcraft, and because he thinks that he has bad luck. Wow, that's pretty metal, I guess, because when I think of metal, I think of teenage girls casting spells on each other.
You're a witch!
Yes, a band composed.
Dude, Wang is a poser!
Took the concept of a jinx pretty seriously.
Hashtag de-wangify Whang. Hashtag circumcise Whang.
Hashtag cut off his Whang,
Dude, he's gonna be Justin
Also-
Gash
Wang.
after this. They're taking his Wang.
Classical mosh pit. Dude, he is hammering home the fucking classical music. He's blaring that. The audio balancing on this video is not good. But maybe that's the point. I don't know.
This was literally the plot of an episode of How I Met Your Mother.
Kids, you may be wondering why 5 adults in their 30s would take a jinx so seriously.
Good question. They call themselves new metal with a New York attitude and cite Limp Bizkit as one of their inspirations. At one point, Justin made a video spitting some hard truth about why your friends support more popular bands and not yours, saying something I actually agree with, that you should earn your fans.
Personally, when my band plays, I don't want them to come out to a show unless they're actually into the music.
Wait,
you gotta keep
wait.
fucking working on it and not putting so much pressure on.
Wait, he has clips of Wang talking about his band? What is this
Yeah,
video,
this is a deep
dude?
This is a deep dive, dude.
It's a deep dive into Wang.
What
Yeah.
the fuck are we watching?
This is the
Oh my
coolest thing
god,
ever,
the
actually.
first point. I don't know, dude. I can't even
And them
explain
to
this
support you.
retardation.
But because Justin is a giant hypocrite, he also says things like this.
Come see me on fucking tour, you fucking assholes.
You've been jinxed. Now, as much fun as it is...
What? Dude, he's hypocritical. He said he only wants people to come out if they like the music, but then he made a post saying, come out or you're a dick? What is it? Are they dicks or do they just not like your music?
Max is stroking that Wang. Right
I gotta be honest, this ain't looking good for Wang. This is coming off pretty fire so far. I got
Yeah,
a lot
man.
of lulls so far out of this.
I think
Is the clown-
Justin Wang's ears are red right now.
on bad music. The reason I'm mentioning it is because Justin has something else in common with shitty derivative rap rock, and that's shitty derivative YouTube channels. Justin is better known for his YouTube series called Tales from the Internet, where he chronicles famous people and events like he's some sort of historian of the internet, or internet historian, if you will, despite the fact that other channels were already doing the same thing.
Wait, Wang? Dude, he's got owned, dude.
Wait.
What are these channels? Wait.
I'm just wondering, is it like, is he plagiarizing because he's making the same style of content?
Because he's making the same genre? We're all plagiarizing Leafy, I guess, then, or whatever. I want to see all these channels he shows up. I'm gonna play it on, like, super slow speed for this part.
Historian.
Plainy difficult. Don't a lot of these people have
Wavy!
less subs than him?
Wait, why is Wavy twice?
Wait.
Wait, Wavy's twice on the list.
I also think his sub count was low. Did he, like, take the script? Was this video in production for, like, multiple
Dude,
years?
this guy's been working on the Wang kill shot for like 5
Plainly
years.
difficult. A Wavy website. Yeah, 477.
What is he
Dude.
at now? 5 something?
He's like at 1 million.
Oh,
Wavy? I'm pretty sure he's in millions.
Jesus.
Wavy web surf.
By the way, don't look up Wang
Yeah,
directly.
he's
into the
he's
search.
at 1.39 million now.
Oh,
And this was when he was at 477.
that's so funny.
How old is this video?
This is brand new. This came out like an hour ago.
This video just came out 4 hours ago, dude.
He's been working on this for like 5 years.
Dude, he's been working on this for like decades, bro. That's a gaming channel. What's he even talking about, bro?
Carl Jacobs?
Mystery.
Carl Jobst. I love
Carl
Jobst.
Jacobs. Internet historian again. Austin Mick whatever.
That's another one who's making like the best content of his career right now. Carl Jobst. His last 3 videos have had me running like when Leafy came back to YouTube and was doing premieres. Like his shit on fucking Billy Mitchell is A1, and nobody else can talk about him because he's already getting fucking sued. So he's biting the bullet, but nobody else wants to get sued, so nobody else will talk about Billy.
The top video. Wait, I think the screenshot he took is like 3 years old because I think this was like the top video or something.
Did he get his screenshots from archive.org or something, like Wayback Machine or some shit?
Maybe.
It's
I don't
weird.
know. Okay.
But more on that later. He first launched his channel by doing a series of Let's Play videos that failed to get any traction because they were indistinguishable from the many other Let's Play videos out there, save for the fact that he occasionally drinks with his pinky out. And when people
Look into that. Also, don't fucking judge this.
This guy's a super fan. fan.
This presentation is really good so far. Like, I mean,
I like it,
unironically,
except for
there's
the
been some
audio
funny
balancing.
shit.
But
Yeah.
I gotta reach out to this guy.
yeah,
Take some notes.
I like the 3D like effect of the image in the background.
Interested in watching him play video games in his depressingly dark room,
It's kind of boring.
he resorted to the lazy comedic device that's a last resort for every hack comedian and YouTuber when they don't have a personality: getting drunk. While it can sometimes
Tipster?
work,
Oh my
it only
God,
works
bro,
when the
that
underlying
really hit
person or
tipster.
material is funny, not because of the alcohol, but usually in spite of it. But unfortunately, just
Wait, he said that he's bad Let's Player because he didn't stand out, but then he tried to stand out by doing drunk Let's Play. Okay.
To be fair, I
Isn't
mean,
fun.
like, I understand it if he's talking about Tipster. I think he's 100% right.
Yeah, but with Whang, fuck you.
Wang,
man.
nah.
comedic shtick.
Wait, this video's 55 minutes long and we're 4 minutes in.
Oh, bro. We're gonna be here for a
Okay.
while. We're definitely
Okay, I'm
fair
gonna
use
pa-
of this
I'm gonna-
one, boys.
I'm gonna pause a little less.
Actually wanted the production for like several years.
I want to pause less, but so much of this is just insane.
Bro, we just talked
It's
about how
comprised of-
people don't like I mean, like, kind of make their own personality videos, like driven. I can't speak English. They're not making their own personality-driven videos anymore, and this is like the one, bro. This is the
this is
personality-driven
the one.
video.
No, this video's good. It's good. It's ridiculous. It's insane. I don't agree with any of the points, but I love it. So.
1 second callbacks where he points out something he just said.
But what it actually refers to is groping. I like how I put my hands to the camera when I said groping.
And this really bad impression of Trump, I guess. I don't even know who he's parodying.
Emails, Aleppo. What the hell is Aleppo anyway? I thought this was America. We don't speak no
How
Italian
old
here.
is this
And
video?
to make things worse, his videos are punctuated with a lack of
Wait, what video?
Doesn't he have like
The
a
Whang?
set? How old is that clip? That clip has like.
Yeah, wait, this looks like from his Let's Play days, because when I was looking at the face cam in the video, it looked like... Yeah, this has to be... And then in the screenshot, it showed that the Let's Plays were like 4 years old, but we all know he has ancient screenshots, so let's actually see how old the
Oh
Let's
my god,
Plays
his wing is
are.
up.
Wait, the drunk Let's Plays are 7 years old now! He took the screenshot 3 years ago! This video has been in the works for 3 years.
This is like we're watching like Creepshow Art's document right now. You know what I mean? Like this is like the Creepshow Art situation where all the stuff was like 5 years old before it even came out. Oh, I'm so gonna die. Holy shit.
Wait, he's making 120 subscribers special? And he's in the same room.
This is like
So
the
he's making
research
fun
I
of
did
him for when he What? That's like going into my old channel and like exposing me off like Animal Crossing Let's Plays from 2011.
This is like the research
Well,
I
I may
did
have-
for Bunty King. That's the level of like of vitriol we're getting here.
Wait, so these videos of Whang doing Let's Plays drunk are before he hit 100 subscribers, or at least 120. And that's what he's
Well, he still kind of
criticizing.
looks the same, I guess.
I mean, yeah, he's old. He's like in his
He's an
30s.
old guy.
Or
He looks old.
older.
He's just a really old man.
He's just really ancient, dude. Yeah, I'm wondering where that American thing is from.
Someone told us not to watch it because this video is pathetic, and Smaggle insta-deleted the comment before I could even see it.
Let's go.
I guess he wants it to continue.
Bowblax is awesome.
Can this
I
load?
want to give a big
Yeah!
Wait, is he already in a different room? No, this might be the same room. I don't know. Or a different sheet. I don't fucking know.
Does he even still
Whatever.
own that
This video
house?
is probably like 5 to 7 years old. That he is.
Someone in chat brought up a good point. Asians don't actually age until they hit 60. That's so true.
True.
We don't speak no Italian here.
And to make things worse, his videos are punctuated with a lack of polish that simultaneously comes across as lazy and contemptuous of his audience. For example, he forgot to set his phone to silent while recording, got a text message, and then decided to keep these takes. And this has happened multiple
This
times.
is like the
Booty
first
pie,
good
I'm not
point,
even
dude.
fucking,
Wait!
I'm not fucking Sam Hyde, I'm fucking nobody.
Wait, why is he showing like ancient videos again?
Is this wait, I gotta find what video this is. Hold
No,
on.
what? His point is that he's unprofessional because his phone went off when he was recording.
His phone went off when he was recording 8 years ago. Kill him now.
Oh my
Execute
God.
him in the streets. There's no way. There's just no fucking way.
Send the police to this guy's house now. He needs to be locked up.
Dude,
His phone went off.
this can't be
Kill him
true.
now.
There's no way this is legit. Maybe we're just missing
Into the
something.
island.
Dude, if only Whang aged more visually, then we'd know when this video was. But I think this has to at least be 5 years old. I have not
No,
seen,
if
like...
you go to oh, that's 10 months. I thought it was. I'm sorry, I was not sorting by oldest, but like, this has to be. When is the last time he was in this room? I'm gonna try to figure this out as we watch this.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to figure out, but I figured, like, we know it's a long time, but now that he's, like, bringing up actual points, or, like, kind of more actual points against him.
I think
Not like the
Maddox started
bars
working on this
that
video when Justin Whang started his YouTube channel.
Yeah, dude, Justin Whang uploaded his first, like, drunk Let's Play. Maddox was, like, one of the first 2 subscribers.
He
He's
was
like...
so pissed off that he saw that video, he had to make it.
Yeah, he was
It
like, I'm
looks
gonna write the
for
script,
the last
dude.
6 years. Oh no, this one he's in that room again. So wait, hold on. It starts to change around. It might be more recent. What is this one? Whang gets sponsored. These all have like 6K views. 8.
Okay, he's in a different room 5 years ago, in 2018.
Jesus.
So at least before 2018.
That's such a weird criticism.
Yeah, even then, even if it was like a video that was uploaded yesterday, like, like I don't know if it holds up.
Well, the professionalism has upset his commenters.
Oh, I forgot to turn my phone off again. But yeah, I'm just white supremacist Nazi.
Wait, he even pointed it out.
That
He's
backdrop
being
is at least
personable.
6 years old. 100%.
Yeah, look at this. This is like 480p, bro.
Because I was just looking through, and
I
he
guess I
used
should
this for
turn
like
my
a
fucking
specific
phone off
amount of
again.
time. This green screen thing.
I'm a fucking popular guy. You know,
Awesome. And then there is this video where he constantly cracks himself up while mispronouncing Spanish words, but he decided to include this nauseating take where he starts wheezing and coughing on camera. I've sped up some of the laughing to make it slightly less unbearable.
Not only that, but I'm gonna fact shame this fat piece of shit. Fucking earlier.
Then
said I'm
after this
using
train wreck-
estrogen.
TOS? Train wreck? Wait, the music is so intense and he's about to call it a train wreck, dude.
You can't
Dude.
cough on video, that's not allowed.
This might be the funniest video I've ever watched. Is it? It can't be satire. Is
No,
it
Maddox
satire?
is legitimately this. This is Maddox.
Not only that, but I'm gonna fat shame here.
I
too.
love
Fat
this.
piece of shit. Literally.
Of
fucking
a video,
earlier
he thought
said
it was
I'm
such a
using
good idea that he
estrogen.
decided to
I wish I had an exposed video on me like this, man.
make it a regular series.
I feel like this is going to be a recurring series, so...
How
if
dare
you guys
he!
have any words that you want to hear me pronounce in any fucking language that isn't English, by all means, let me know.
Yeah,
That's such an ancient YouTuber, like, request. Like, there's no way that video was made in the last 5 years. Like,
Absolutely.
if you want me to say words in a different language, put it in the comments. Like, there's no way, Wayne. Like, what?
got one for you, Justin. Try aburrido. Eres aburrido. Suffice it to say that these videos didn't take off. Nothing seemed to be
dude.
working on Justin's channel, so what do you do when you're not
Yeah, so
funny,
he's
not
admitting these are
interesting,
super
and not
old.
original enough for people to care about who you are? You talk about someone who is. So Justin jumped on the drama bandwagon. From
Oh, it was all to establish that, like, he was unfunny before and couldn't make his own content,
But
so
dude,
now he, like...
this is like the oldest trope in the game. It's like, all right, guys, I am making the virtuous drama video. Those drama frogs who make drama content, even though I don't think Wang's content is really drama. I don't know, maybe I'm being a purist when I say that.
Yeah.
Is it considered drama content?
Oh, Maddox's is definitely...
But this is, yeah, Maddox's video is an exposed video. This is quite literally...
But the... Yeah, but he's doing it only this one time to get the rats out
Yeah, I'm
of
a
the nest,
virtuous
dude.
drama monger.
Yeah, and he probably didn't even monetize it. He's like, I'm not monetizing this because I'm above it.
This is a public service he's done.
Yep.
Pro Jared to James Charles to Adam Solid
Whoa.
to H3H3 and PewDiePie, there isn't a bandwagon too big or too small for Justin to jump on. He even made a video series where he went after content creators and comedians for allegedly stealing jokes and memes, like
But isn't
he was
this
some
like-
sort of content cop.
Wait, isn't this like 1% of the content he's produced? Like, just literally, like...
I think so.
Yeah, and he showed tweets as his example.
Yeah.
Like,
Not only that, but I'm gonna fat shame here too. This fat piece of shit.
Like-
Literally fucking
Wait, I
earlier
wanna
said
listen
I'm
to that
oozing
part
with
again.
There isn't
estrogen.
a bandwagon too big or too small for Justin to jump on. He even made a video series where he went after content creators and comedians for allegedly stealing jokes and memes, like he was some sort of content cop.
Ah, it's a
sounds
reference!
familiar.
it'd never be as good as iDubbbz.
That's because there's already a popular web series by iDubbbz called Content Cop,
Really?
which is a more nuanced, clever, and tongue-in-cheek series than Justin's shitty imitation.
Wow.
What? No, we have to remove that one because he said the N-word, you racist
Dude,
bigot.
you're pro-harassment,
Whoa,
bro.
you're
Whoa.
pro-racism and harassment? You, it looks like you haven't grown up, Maddox, huh? Haven't matured, haven't evolved.
Wait, I zoned out.
I agree, bro.
True.
But that's not where the similarities end, because Justin even shamelessly called his video Meme Police. Ah yes, let's look up a synonym for the word cop, and nobody will notice. Good job, Justin.
Wait, what? Wait. Were these videos even made around the same time? Well, maybe they were, even if they... But I want to just make
a
them look
pun.
even more stupid.
It's a pun. Like, that's the point. That was
I guess.
Like, that's 100% what he was going for.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
just
I think-
like a...
Yeah.
I don't know. That must be a... What do you call it? Like a... I don't know. A quirk?
Reference?
No. I'm saying,
Like,
but, like
a parody?
He missed the
Like
thing
an
on that
homage,
one.
if you will.
Homage? Yeah.
Justin, I think it worked. Except even this seems lifted straight from iDubbbz's video, because he literally has a content police sketch. Oops. This is some high school level plagiarism where you just sing a few words. One of his first
What?
content cop, I mean,
It's on an entirely different subject, though.
No,
What?
but like, this is all right. I don't want to say this sound mean, but this is like, all right. Please don't take offense to this, but this is like a really autistic point. Like that's like he just doesn't understand. Like the point is he's making the joke, right? And like doing like an homage, like a sketch, and he's like, "Wow, you must be stealing this from Ian." Like that's the point of the fucking
he's
segment.
saying it in a very literal way. The way you used autistic
Yeah.
there was accurate.
Yeah.
So I don't mind because it's accurate. But yeah, that's definitely what he's doing here.
Like he's missing like the
so stupid.
yeah.
Yeah, like sometimes I look at things literally in my commentary as a joke for a second on stream, but not for a video that I've been working like 3 million years on. With,
Are
like,
we
old
the
screenshots.
punchline? Because now I feel like I'm going the other way. Someone's saying like it's an elaborate troll in chat. Is this just
Dude, it might be, dude. Well, we might be the punchline.
I think we need to play like a fiddle.
True, Ronald Riz, true.
True, maybe.
Meme Police videos was about comedian Rob Schneider and how he allegedly stole a joke from a meme.
And if it does sound kind of familiar, it's because he stole that fucking joke from a meme that was being shared around at least 3 days before he tweeted that.
Justin doesn't provide any evidence that he stole the joke. His only argument is that he saw a similar meme posted earlier. So he concluded that Rob Schneider must have seen the same meme that Justin saw, and therefore stole the joke. How likely is it to have happened? Well, it's hard to tell because the original tweet was deleted. But since the possibility exists, that was apparently good enough for Justin to accuse Schneider of joke theft.
People have this idea that just because they saw a joke inside of a picture as a caption, that it's suddenly free reign for them to steal it and passes it off as their own.
Bro, I'm
for
gonna
him
do
to
this
do
in all
this
my
hack
tweets. I still
bullshit,
have
he
it
needs to be
ready to go.
called the fuck out.
Justin doesn't give Schneider the benefit of...
Yeah, fuck Justin. Dude, if he exposed Justin on the shitty take, then okay. But I mean, this is like an ancient take,
He's
bro.
crying and peeing right now.
Fuck, I didn't see where that guy came from. Damn it.
doubt or consider the possibility that two people could have come up with the exact same joke independently. In fact, he feels so strongly about content theft that he's harped on about it in several videos.
Content theft is fucking horseshit. There's just something about, actual content theft that just triggers the fuck out of me. The point is, I fucking can't stand content theft.
So it came as a surprise when I saw this tweet of Justin's not too long ago. It had over 6,000 retweets and 42,000 likes. That's a legitimately viral tweet. Good job, Justin.
Wait, this tweet's from 2019. How did you just see it? Did you look at it like, wait, this tweet, okay.
That's a legitimately viral tweet. Good job, Justin. Except Justin didn't come up with that joke. And the reason I know is because it's actually funny. This joke was written in 2014 by a guy named Jay Branscombe, and it was very popular with over 43,000 shares and 17,000 likes on Facebook alone. So if the pre-existence of a much less popular meme was enough for Justin to conclude that Rob Schneider was a joke thief,
Oh my
then
god.
In Minecraft, by the way.
Welcome.
I'm on Twitch.
Fuck him. Content theft. He stole a Facebook post from
He
5
stole a
years
Facebook
prior.
post.
Piece of shit. Why can't he make his own jokes? Why can't he be funny on his own?
judging by his own criteria, we have to conclude that Justin must have stolen this joke. But still, you might be thinking, well, maybe he didn't see it. Maybe we should give him the benefit of doubt, even though he didn't extend that same courtesy to Rob Schneider. So how likely was it that Justin saw this joke somewhere else before he posted it? Well, it's hard to say, but there was this article about it in the Huffington Post. And I know you're thinking, nobody reads the Huffington Post, especially not a hard-rockin' nu metal boy like Justin. But then there was also this article about it in USA Today. Well, sure, maybe Justin didn't see that article either.
Fucking music?
But then there was this one from Business Insider.
Oh my
And this one
god!
from Hollywood Reporter.
What the
The
fuck?
Guardian,
I
the
fucking
Times,
hate
and the
Justin.
New York
I'm
Daily
unfollowing
News,
him.
and AV Club.
I don't even care if he
and
doesn't
National
retweet me
Herald,
again.
and Daily Mail, and Fox 6, and
No.
We stole from everyone! Dude, he's a fucking serial thief, dude!
In fact, it was so popular that it was
He
even covered on a
pickpocketed
number
all
of
these news
programs.
outlets.
Steven Spielberg is at the center of a
Whoa.
viral photo controversy after an internet humorist posted this photo of the director to Facebook.
So it's just surprising that someone like Justin, in all his years on the internet as an internet historian, somehow missed all these people sharing this original meme
This is insane.
and this news program, or any of the
Dude,
more
he didn't
than
watch
50
Pop
articles.
News that day?
But what
Bro.
makes it especially difficult to give someone like Justin the benefit of doubt is that he's positioned himself as some kind of meme smith.
Who I consider myself a bit of a meme smith.
In fact, he was interviewed
I would have died.
He called himself a meme smith in 2016. That means, and he stole a meme in 2018. What the fuck,
Put this
dude?
motherfucker down now.
Put this guy down.
This reminds
dude.
me of like
About the
when Andy, not Andy Signor, fuck, who's the midget? Andy Milanakis.
Andy
Yeah,
Milanakis.
the one who looks like a child and sounds like a girl. When he said he invented memes or whatever, and then Whang made a joke and like fucking Milanakis went schizo.
Bro, you're just mad that your goat soup isn't worth anything.
Dude, my goat soup.
Yo,
you scammed me,
Nick,
bro.
Chris the Narc, thank you for the raid. Chris the Narc, welcome, Narkers,
dude, the big narkers
Right now-
in the chat.
Right now, we're arresting Justin Whang for plagiarism and meme theft.
Dude, he made a
by
content
Maddox.
cop.
Maddox owned him,
Bro,
dude.
it was actually plagiarism when I did Content Condom back in 2019.
True.
There's plagiarism here. That's worthy of a
Yep.
fine.
Dude, it's
To be
Jover.
fined and prosecuted by all extents of the law.
Base.
True. Thank you.
history of memes on one of the most authoritative websites when it comes to memes, and even KnowYourMeme.com literally has an archive of this exact meme.
Whoa.
Oops. When it comes to accusing others of stealing jokes, he has an encyclopedic memory of memes. But when it comes to his own joke theft, his memory gets a little foggy.
It's always the most sanctimonious people who are the ones who are guilty of the thing that they claim to be so against.
And what's especially egregious about Justin's hypocrisy is that he has the audacity to complain about
music?
how unfair it is when a bigger person steals a smaller person's work.
The idea that, especially like when you're not that big and you're trying to grow, that someone who is much larger than you can take your fucking work and really, without fucking consequence, you'll be forgotten about.
Yeah.
This is Justin's Twitter following.
Just like that fucking Facebook post that was reposted by a million news outlets and made in 2014 with one random joke that I'm sure he really hoped that Justin Whang would snatch up 4 years later for his own benefit.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. Yeah.
Took the words right
Content
out of
theft.
my ass.
Yeah, and look, 309k followers right there on Twitter.
What a
Shit.
disgusting.
And this is Jay Branskins.
Whoa. And Jay Branskins only has 70 on Twitter, even though he posted the meme on his Facebook. Dude, I can't even joke about it. I'm like losing my train of thought on what the point is. Like I'm like faking the argument in my head, but I don't even know what my fake point is. This is just too retarded.
I'll give you a point. Justin Whang is a fraud.
He's a
man.
fraud.
Yeah, he's a fraud and a plagiarist and a hack. I just need to read the title to remind myself.
This is Jay Branskins. In another Meme Police video, a video series that's
Good one,
totally
Maddox.
original and not a ripoff,
Bazinga.
Justin harps on a guy named Liam Deneen for posting memes to promote himself, and he complains because he doesn't know who he is. Justin also criticized this guy for allegedly stealing content, posting granny memes, and using these memes on his Instagram page to grow his fan base.
So first I go to this Instagram page, and the Instagram page is just the same fucking memes that are on his Facebook page. And he's just some dude that's become wildly popular for posting really bad fucking memes.
So it came as a surprise when I looked at Justin's Instagram page and saw hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of memes that Justin has posted without credit or attribution. Now, I get it, it's sometimes very difficult, if not impossible.
Credit the memes you post, guys. Every time I post a meme, I have an encyclopedia of everything. Like, if I post a Pikmin meme, I'm like, yellow Pikmin made by Nintendo, meme situation made by Poopadoop 222, and I like put the full credit, man, because...
There's no group on Earth more oppressive than meme accounts.
True. Meme account. Do you know how much work they put in to paste two PNGs together and invent some text?
Just for a hack to take it.
Yeah, just for some fuck, like Justin Whang, Justin plagiarized, dude. Sick of this fucker.
I'm reporting him. It's over.
Yeah, I'm killing him, dude.
To track down the source of every meme you see, let alone share on the internet. I try my best, but I'm sure there's stuff I've missed. Justin, however, is the self-appointed meme police, and he keeps harping on and on about how much he hates content theft. So it comes as a surprise that he calls out so many other people while seemingly doing the exact same thing. Even Liam Deneen posts sources and credits on some of his memes, but not Justin. He rarely credits any of his memes on his Instagram account. Among the thousands he's posted, he doesn't even credit ones that are easy to find. Then he has the audacity to criticize people for posting granny memes while posting memes like this, and this, and this, which is literally a granny meme.
Whoa.
But Justin's hypocrisy
His memes
doesn't
are
end there
fucking
because he also
garbage. He should
criticizes
kill
people
himself.
for posting jokes that are too similar to ones they already posted.
You ever have that corny friend that like they'll try to make jokes all the fucking time and nobody laughs except for maybe one time a fucking year they say something actually funny, everyone laughs, and then they try to capitalize on it. They can't like let it die. They gotta make another version of the same fucking
Every
joke.
commentary.
But there are
YouTuber
dozens
with
of
all their
examples of him
videos.
posting.
That's the guy. Every person who hits like gold on one topic is that meme, yes. By the way, I just want to point out that while Justin Whang is a filthy meme stealing degenerate plagiarist like everybody else in this call, okay, he also has his own algorithm on Twitter. There are probably people who got their start off of Justin Whang like retweeting your posts because of all of his meme obsessed fucking followers. Like I guarantee like at least like a 12th of my following on Twitter is probably like could be attributed directly to him.
Damn. Yeah, he should really credit you when he retweets your shit,
You have
man.
blood followers and you have dirty followers.
Yeah, you have
blood
fucking,
money, dude.
you have
Yeah.
stolen meme pirate followers.
Stolen followers.
Yeah.
Those followers could have gone to the meme accounts.
It should have gone to fucking Maddox.
ASE presents since $5. Just wait for the big twist
Wait,
halfway in.
Almos Yee Presents just donated to you?
ASE presents.
Whoa, bro, that's a bad optics to be promoting Amos Yee on your channel.
I don't know who that is.
Do you think
I've heard his name,
Would you say
though.
that he has pretty good ideas?
Probably not. I've heard his name in relation to not good things.
The same joke repeatedly on his Instagram account.
But thank you
Sometimes
for
he
the
posts
5.
the exact same one with slight variations over and over and over
Whoa,
again.
whoa, whoa,
In
whoa,
fact,
whoa.
sometimes
Do you
he
think
even
that-
posts the
wait,
exact
hold on.
same meme twice.
Who's worse,
Dude.
Justin Whang or Amos Yee?
Justin Whang for stealing all these memes. He posted it twice, dude.
Dude, there you
Look
go.
at
I got
this.
the intro clip for your video.
Significantly
Just a
worse.
few months apart.
Whoa, just a... Wait, a year apart? Like, half a year apart?
Dude, it's over.
Dude. No, it wasn't even a year since he posted it and he reposted it.
Of course, both times without credit.
Well, I consider myself a bit of a meme smith.
Look, I get it. Memes are ubiquitous, and almost everyone posts them from time to time, myself included. It's hard to track down every single meme, and I'm sure I've posted a few without proper attribution,
never
but I
crediting
do my best, and I post credits whenever I can.
Never.
But it's a different story when you harangue other people for doing it when you're doing the
Dude,
exact
he said
same
this.
thing.
Wait, how
In
what
recent
was
years,
this,
some
6
big
years ago? 5 years ago? We're holding him to
Yeah.
like. Wait, was this whole? All right, I missed this. I wasn't looking on the screen. Was the whole video attacking the guy for stealing jokes? Was that like the title?
The title of the video, yeah, is Justin Whang is a plagiarist.
No. Was the title of the video that Whang made that he showed? Was that him like making a whole video, or is this like an off comment, like a random comment he made on the side of his video?
Of him calling him a
Like, did he make a
himself
whole
meme
video claiming that guy stole a joke or whatever?
I think he made a whole meme police video about someone stealing a joke. Yeah, maybe.
All right, then it's a fair critique. I would say it's a fair critique. It's
Yeah,
not like a
but-
nuclear thing, but yeah.
But it's just so ancient. I mean, it's like good in comparison to like his fucking neo-metal critique, I guess.
Anything's better than the iDubbbz point.
Yeah, holy shit.
Instagram accounts have been accused of plagiarism for using memes to grow their audiences without giving credit to the creators. Justin's done the same thing. He's not just some kid sharing memes on the internet. He's amassed over 75,000 followers on Instagram alone without giving many of these creators proper credit. Now you might be thinking, but Maddox, they're just memes, so what?
True.
And you're right, it wouldn't matter so much, except he's promoting his brand and merchandise alongside these memes, so he's making money using other people's content.
What?
You would think that someone who deputized himself as the
God.
meme police and is doing interviews on meme websites would hold himself to a higher standard.
Honestly, I don't think they would hold themselves to a higher standard. I don't think any of this
Interviews on me. If you do an interview on a meme site, you need to hold yourself to a high standard.
And you're right, it wouldn't matter so much, except he's promoting his brand and merchandise alongside these memes, so he's making money using other people's content. You would think that someone who deputized himself as the meme police
You know how much
and
my
is doing
shit's been
interviews on
stolen
meme
Twitter?
websites would hold himself to a higher standard. I wonder if he's ever...
He called himself the meme police. He needs to hold himself to a higher standard.
Do you know how
bro.
many shares the tweet of I'm Alex with the I accuse my friends of rape t-shirt got on everyone else's
A lot.
account but mine? Bro, I made the pink Alex fucking picture where it says I accuse my friends of rape in 2019,
Yeah.
and then I thought, oh, I'm gonna get flagged, so I deleted it, and it got reposted like 1,000 times. Okay, like that tweet went viral like 15 times.
But they had the balls to keep it up. That's
And
why.
nobody credited me. They were all Justin Whang.
Well, because you deleted it.
I think,
What was
in fact,
deleted?
I
There's
think
no
Whang
credit,
tweeted
dude.
it out.
You deleted it. That's on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you deleted the
You're an
credit. Bro.
opportunist.
Dude, all these little monsters
said
stole
any-
from me. It was my
All these little
hard-earned
greedy,
money.
little slimy, little weaselly little liars, dude.
Yeah.
Thinking about people who grandstand and act morally superior while doing the exact same thing.
You don't get to grandstand, act like you're morally superior to someone. Meanwhile, you're basically
what a
doing the
gut
same
punch,
fucking
dude,
thing that
this
they
moment.
On September 10th, 2017, Justin finally made his first relatively successful video, and it was successful because it had nothing to do with him. It was about some supposed drama between H3H3 and Sam Hyde. It was, in his own words, the most growth he'd seen on his own channel in a single month.
That shit was amazing for my channel. This is probably the most growth I've ever had in a single fucking month.
But the problem with drama is that once you get a taste of that sweet drama juice, it becomes addictive.
Maddox
You either have to keep finding drama or making it to feed the content beast. As soon as someone draws a little blood, all the rats come out. It's fucking-
Then what's gonna happen to you, Maddox? This is a fucking drama video.
Dude,
Dude,
anyone who talks like this should be like, Twitch TOS, Twitch TOS, Twitch TOS. It feeds the content beast. Like, I just want to, like, drive a proverbial, like, I want to take a metaphorical tractor trailer and just run them down, bro. Holy shit.
the drama haters, the drama
Holy
snobs,
fuck, dude.
like
you guys
Pro
like, act like
Jared
it's
and
so
shit like
fucking
that.
above it. All of these people, probably Maddox included, I will literally just accuse him of it straight up, are all like the most fucking private tier drama mongers. Like, all these fucking people do this behind the scenes. Anybody who walks around pretending they're like better than all this shit, guaranteed they're talking about it 24/7.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And it's annoying. There's a lot of people like this, like people I won't name, and Pro Jared, and a couple others, you know. So
That's good sense. People I won't name, but also
such as a bunch of people that I'm not gonna name. But
People I don't want to name and Pro
Disgusting,
Jared who I
because
don't give a fuck about.
Pro Jared, fuck you, dude. You blocked me in 2019. Those memes were funny, bro.
Fuck you and your pro penis.
Yeah, dude. And your crazy fucking girlfriend that you fucking dumped your wife for to be with. She unblocked me and then followed me after, dude. So she betrayed you too. Fuck you, Pro Jared.
Pro Jared,
Literally,
come on my podcast.
Yeah. Come on my podcast though. Let's talk about how you were unfairly canceled. Nah, that guy's annoying, bro.
These fucking people are grasping at straws, but don't take my word for it.
But it's not just him. A lot of people are like that.
Pro Jared's Let's Play channel has really good art. That's all I'm gonna say.
Does it have good? Wait.
Look at
Can I show Pro?
Jared
Wait, I mean it's on
Pro Jared
YouTube.
Dude, don't
Pro
put
Jared
Pro
plays.
Jared into Google. I got your shit on my screen, bro.
Pro Jared plays. Pro Jared plays.
Look at his channel art.
What? He's a fucking weeb now? Dude, he jerked off to that like 20 times already, bro.
Those are literally Justin's words.
As soon as someone draws a little bit of blood, all the rats come out. We all need that sweet drama juice to drive our channels. I can see why the drama juice is so fucking addictive, but it's fucking disgusting. It's fucking disgusting because all these fucking people now, they're grasping at straws.
You're talking about yourself. You're talking about yourself, you astounding hypocrite. He even said it
Yeah, fucking metal music! You're talking about yourself, bitch! Owned! Yeah, dude.
All I'm hearing is that I probably like Justin Whang in 2023 more than I would have liked Justin Whang in like
Yeah,
6
like,
years
oh,
ago.
he had some bad points like a decade ago. Okay. We all did. Like, I could pull up videos from Nick probably when he was in a condom or whatever.
All my takes are good,
And they're
especially
all
the Nerd
suck,
City
dude.
ones. I stand by everything.
Especially the
I
Nerd
said.
City ones with like 1 million dislikes.
I stand behind them.
Just fucking go to the grave with them. Same with all my content, by the way. Even the ones I've disavowed in the past, I'm reavowing them.
again in another video in a moment of...
New YouTuber, I only have good takes.
Yeah, you don't. Okay, that bad thing you did in high school when you were a kid, you avow it, did. The fucking stealing cookie from the cookie jar, did.
I stole one
Badass.
Oreo, okay? It was one Oreo. I was like,
Yeah, and you deserve that, Oreo,
I
Riz.
did.
mind-numbing lack of self-awareness.
Now you're starved for content. You got a big growing fan base, and you're chasing those fucking likes. You need to feed the content beast. That's fucking sick.
Now remember that clip because I'll be referencing it later. Once he exploited the drama for all it was worth, he turned his attention to Tales from the Internet, a series where he delves into popular events and people online.
Wait, I'm sorry,
So another
pause,
series
pause,
where
pause.
it's popular not because of...
How do you drain drama for all that it's worth if you operate off of his definition, where it's like a never-ending fucking money
Wait.
machine? I'm so confused.
Yeah, wait.
How do you just like run out of
Wait.
money? Like what?
He drained it for all it's worth and then switched
Dude, drama ended.
to something different immediately. Wait, what? So he...
Drama
Wait,
was over.
if you're
bro.
draining it for... yeah, drama ended, dude. Like, what? If he was draining it for all his worth, he'd still be making drama videos, right?
Milking the drama pig.
He's a fucking disgusting little leech, dude.
him, but in spite of him. One of his most popular videos is about the Max Headroom incident from the 80s, where someone jammed a signal of a TV broadcast in Chicago. That much is fairly common knowledge. But what isn't common knowledge is all the detail Justin goes into. He cites specific names,
Chuck Swirsky, John McDougal, Captain Midnight,
dates,
John McDougal.
October of 2015.
Ooh, that's your real name, by the way.
Hmm?
You totally
Yo, what's
mixed
up,
it
King of
with
Nothing?
God.
2010.
call letters,
WGN TV, WTTW TV,
an ad campaign,
the new Coke.
That's the way. Coke.
and even seemed to recognize the theme song to an old cartoon from the late 1950s.
Note that the song he's singing here is the theme song from an old cartoon called Clutch Cargo.
What? Cargo.
The only thing Justin doesn't cite are sources, at least for the first 4 minutes and 10 seconds of the video.
Wait,
While
what?
Justin does use news clips at the start of his video, those clips are over 30 years old. So the only way he could have known that those clips existed was if he read someone else's research. Well, you might be thinking that maybe Justin might have just known this information from memory. Except this incident occurred in 1987, and according to this website, Justin was born in 1984, which means that he was just 3 years old when it happened. So that means either Justin was able to remember all those names, dates, and times 30 years later to make a video about it, or that he's a plagiarist.
Wait, I'm so
Plagiarism
sorry.
is when
Pause.
you present someone else's work,
Pause.
ideas.
If you don't have a works cited page for every single piece of information you're asking for him to cite this like a fucking research paper. What? Wait, I'm sorry.
It's a YouTube. Wait, what?
That's insane. I've never seen anyone do this except for maybe like Tro,
Like a
maybe.
school teacher.
This is weird.
Now, Max
Gotta-
is right, though. Where's the sources? He just made that up.
True. How am I gonna find out the source of information that
How
was
am I gonna know
verified
John
from the
McDougal?
80s?
I'm
Like,
gonna know
what?
more about John McDougal.
You gotta source that journalist who is in a nursing home right now.
Wait, but he couldn't
Like
have
what?
known this information. Therefore, he must have researched it somewhere. Like, am I supposed to have a fucking description filled with like every article I read? What?
I guess according to this
Yeah.
guy, yeah.
Yeah, if you mention someone's sub count, you need to like source their channel
Social
in the
Blade.
description. Yeah, source social. Yeah, source Social Blade, man.
fuck, bro. I just gotta...
or research as your own. According to evidence explained, this includes changing a few words, changing the sentence structure, or using synonyms, like he did with meme police. Most of Justin's video is full of research that he didn't come up with. Now you might be thinking that some of these are basic facts, and they are. For
Dude,
instance,
it turns out
we know
John
that an
took a
incident-
lot more than I previously assumed.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah.
Dude,
oh my
turns out
God.
John's like a bigger plagiarist than we could have even imagined. I gotta call him and tell him that Maddox says that I should
Here's
sue
why
him.
he's even worse.
I should sue him.
occurred, but most people wouldn't be able to recognize specific details like the theme song that was hummed from an obscure cartoon from the 1950s. Someone else did that research and put all those pieces together, and it sure as shit wasn't Justin. For most of the video, Justin rattles off details about...
Alright,
What do you mean?
You can't
take deep research to know what a TV show... Didn't, like, hundreds of thousands of people watch those TV shows back in the 50s?
Sure, and it's possibly listen to it after. But so what he's saying right there is it's like that like Whang must have taken this from somebody who did all the research and put it all together. So naturally, we're gonna hear a clip of Whang spliced with a clip of somebody else's shit, right? Like, I mean, that's what like real plagiarism is.
Is Maddox gonna show the source of because he's talking about the TV show from the 80s or whatever. Is he gonna cite the source?
No. So what I mean is when Maddox is saying that like somebody put all this together for Justin and he's stealing from that person, I mean, he's presumably going to show that, right? Because then, yeah, sure, that's plagiarism. That would be like that would be a point that Justin would have to eat, right? If you could pull up a video of like the John Swan stuff where it's basically indistinguishable in certain sections, sure, absolutely, right? But just because Justin Whang has this information doesn't mean somebody had already like prepared it for him or whatever, and he just stole it and regurgitated all that information down. He could have gotten it from a variety of sources. He very well could have put it all together himself, even though other people have come to like similar conclusions in like in a separate setting. Like, that's not his video. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just a weird.
He
point.
sourced the Wikipedia page for Neo Metal.
Honestly, if LA Times gets mad at me for not showing their article, they have my permission to strike my channel. Like, I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm not sourcing LA Times ever. Never. Not happening.
He showed the Wikipedia article for New Metal in the beginning of the video, and then he linked it as a source, even though the source was on screen.
I'm gonna be really mad if we watch this whole thing and Justin Whang doesn't steal anything, like, semi-verbatim. Like, I'm actually gonna be, like, super pissed if that doesn't happen.
Also, where's the source for the
I have a
Justin...
feeling that's the conclusion it's going to come to. I hate to disappoint you, but I
Wait,
have a feeling.
where's the source for all the clips he got from Whang's
Yeah, where's
videos?
Whang's video source?
We would have been able to find the old videos if he sourced the clip.
This guy's got sources for the LA.
Well, he
fucking...
did source this.
What is it?
He sourced this video.
Oh.
Okay.
He wasn't old enough to
But
watch
why
this
is there only
himself.
one Whang source, dude?
I need more Whang.
I fucking hate Maddox.
There's a man
dude.
on the internet who has an incredible
Wait, I
memory.
lost it.
Oh no, we're gonna have to watch it all over
Fucking disgusting.
again.
It's
I know roughly kind of
I'm
where
just
we
kidding.
were.
17 minutes in or something.
Details like the theme song that was hummed from an obscure cartoon from the 1950s. Someone else did that research and put all those pieces together, and it sure as shit wasn't Justin. For most of the video, Justin rattles off details about the event, giving the impression that his video is very well researched. And it is, just not by him. Since there have been dozens of articles and videos made about this over the years, it's hard to tell exactly which he used since he doesn't credit most of his sources. For example, there are sections in Justin's video that seem to lift exact quotes and in the exact same sequence as a WFLD broadcast by Jack Conity.
And this time there was audio.
By this time, the pirate had managed to insert audio.
Now you might be wondering, aren't these just basic facts? Wouldn't
Oh my god, I thought this was gonna be some like Illuminati type shit where it was like, okay.
Well, I mean, this could be like the direction of actual arguments. Now we could actually be entering a real.
Okay, but look at what Whang copied.
Just not by him. Since there have been dozens of articles and videos. For example, there are sections in Justin's video that seem to lift exact quotes and in the exact same sequence as a WFLD broadcast by Jack Conity.
And this time there was audio.
By this time, the pirate had managed to insert audio.
Now you might be wondering, aren't these just basic facts? Wouldn't everyone...
There was audio.
Well, no, I'm saying if there's like 15 other clips he's about to play, then it seems like we're going in the.
I know. But how is that the first like banger clip you're gonna put down? Like, aren't you gonna put down like one of the most damning first, or at least something that's like kind of bad to lead up to something worse? Like, whatever.
Everyone report them the exact same way? No, in fact, here are 4 different broadcasts covering the same event, focusing on different observations, details, and phrasing, because none of them were plagiarized, unlike Justin's. Other than this newscast, most of Justin's video seems cobbled together using bits and pieces of different articles written by other people that he only
Wait, that was it! That was the only clip?
Give me the benefit of the doubt. He's retarded, bro.
Oh my
He's
god.
stupid.
Wait, so other than this one audio then like it must have been cobbled together with other people's stuff. Yes, that's every YouTube video. What is going
on
on?
your side.
Dude,
Oh,
John Swan's
We liked
such
you,
a
man.
bitch.
You betrayed us.
Dude, John Swan wins always. Okay.
Yeah.
He's
credits
bad.
one time despite the fact that he uses huge chunks of it for his video. For example, this article by Chris Nittell seems to be his primary source.
It's a theme song from an old cartoon called Clutch Cargo.
Clutch Cargo.
And at one point, he even
That's
used
just
the
the
exact
word.
same footage from a commercial that was referenced in the article.
At the time of this hack, the real Max Headroom was the spokesperson for the new Coke.
That's the wave. Coke.
I found 4 different Coke commercials that Justin could have used to make his point, but he lazily didn't do his research and just used Chris's work without giving him credit. Finally, after 4 minutes and 10 seconds of Justin pilfering research from this article, he finally cites his source, but that doesn't happen until after he's already used much of it earlier in the video.
Wait, he
without
then cites
credit.
his source? Kill me, dude. I
You
can't.
said
I gotta
the
go,
source
bro.
too
I
late,
can't-
dude.
I'm actually gonna.
I'm not watching by that point.
You gotta be kidding me. You have to be joking.
Even then,
Dude, his first
he
example.
only cites it.
Wait, so I'm sorry. If he's bad for only citing the source this late, you're bad for not leading that he cites the source. This is insane.
I'm downloading the video.
I'm going crazy. This is a deep cover op. We're being trolled.
Tomato, so he's not a cyber. I'm unsubbing.
Oh my god.
Everyone, if you subscribed, Tomato, please unsubscribe.
For a small portion, giving the impression that everything that came before it was his original research when it wasn't.
According to Vice Motherboard, the Eric Fournier theory is as follows.
So you might be wondering, why does any of this matter? Well, it's because plagiarism is theft, and for a guy who supposedly hates content theft so much, he sure does seem to do a lot of it.
Maddox
But
out
maybe the
here
reason
quoting
Justin
fucking
doesn't cite
legal
his
shit
source
after he
is
sued
because
over
if he
being
did,
called
his
a
video
cock.
would sound like this.
According to Vice Motherboard, the anchor, Dan Roan, had this to say. According to Vice Motherboard,
break
real
hate
Max
speech
Headroom
laws,
was the
so.
spokesperson. According to Vice Motherboard, the song he's singing here is the theme song.
The guy who
Oh,
wrote
he's
this
owning
article
him
did
there.
all the hard work of tracking down interviews, trawling through archive footage, and he even
Bro,
filed a
I gotta
Freedom
be
of
real.
Information request
Fuck
through
journalists.
the FBI.
They're only slightly better than artists. All right, fuck them all. That's my take, boys.
How are we
Seize the means
only
of production.
40% through this video?
I don't know how much more to take.
I'm watching it all.
Justin then came along and skimmed off the top of his work for a shitty YouTube video where he even got some major facts wrong. At one point in his video, Justin flat out lies.
30 plus years later, he still hasn't been caught. But there are a few suspects.
No, there are not.
The real smoking
There's
gun
only
in this
2,
case-
and
There
a
is
few
no
means
smoking gun in
5.
this case because there is no case.
Maybe
there
he's
are no
wrong.
leads, there are no suspects, none, period.
So he lied?
The person
That's
who did
proof
this
of
is still at
lying?
large, end of story. For over 10 minutes in his video, Justin casually implicates innocent people of crimes with penalties of up to $100,000 and a year in prison. This includes one guy who not only had the inability to pull this off, but he wasn't even able to defend himself because he's dead.
Eric himself isn't able to deny this theory as he passed away in 2010. According to Vice Motherboard,
For the last 7 minutes of the video, Justin reads a Reddit article where someone mistakenly thought the culprit was someone he met at a party, but it turns out he was wrong. Justin inexplicably decided to include this in his video anyway, despite the fact that the very Reddit post he's reading from has an update stating very clearly that these people are officially eliminated as suspects. But instead of omitting this bogus lead, Justin decided to keep it in and incredulously glossed over the fact that they've been cleared, almost like it's an afterthought at the end of his video.
if the information they gained is true and J and K can't possibly be the suspects,
Of course, saying that there are suspects makes the video sound more exciting, like there's an active case with leads, clues, and evidence, and that the culprit could be caught any day now. But unfortunately, none of that is true. This video is misleading and
I'm so
irresponsible.
confused,
This entire
bro.
10-minute section of Justin's video could have been boiled down to this.
This is plagiarism.
He's plagiarizing.
He looks exact. Look, he plagiarized the back of his room. Wait, did he source the room in the description?
Dude, where'd you get those drapes, bro?
Yeah, what? Literally copying word for word. This is the same thing that Whang has with the masks up there.
Bro.
He's fucking plagiarizing.
Dude, he's plagiarizing his hair.
His hair.
So,
Justin Wang's iconic witch hat.
turned out.
Yeah, true, that too. I don't know what's with the witch hat.
Guys,
This guy wants life to be a 60-minute.
don't forget to smash that.
What did you say?
This guy wants like all content to be like a 60 minutes interview.
Yeah, dude, it's just like 5 minutes of information and like 55 minutes of sources. Imagine how much longer Nick's videos would take to upload.
Kill me.
You better source all those tipster streams you're gonna click.
Yeah, okay, buddy. I'm not even putting
That
his
like
link in my
button, hit
description.
Oh, people are saying he's doing Asian face. That's true.
True!
He literally is, dude.
Racist?
And the witch hat? What is that supposed to mean, dude?
Oh, we're getting to the bottom of some here.
Subscribe for new videos every. Since Justin didn't credit most of his sources, I tracked down as many as I could and listed them here.
Wait.
Alright, don't show them, don't show them, don't show them.
Didn't credit
Wait, no,
most
no,
of his
I need
sources.
no. Reddit AMA. That's the source, dude. Wow, I know exactly who this is now. Reddit AMA.
YouTube Pizza Flicks. I'm glad that's credited.
Wikipedia. Wikipedia for what? Wikipedia has a million things.
Dude, Wikipedia
Reddit
does not
AMA.
deserve your money. Do not contribute to them when they beg for your money, bro. Fuck them.
I tracked down as many as I could and listed them here.
Dude, how is saying Reddit AMA a source?
I guess he wanted them to show like the poster. I got maybe.
The Reddit, the like basic rules of Reddit, the Reddit, if you will, you're not allowed to lie. So.
Also,
I
like,
think Reddit is true.
if you don't connect the source to the information,
that, but I'm gonna
okay,
fact
the
check
source
here,
was
dude. This fat
Wikipedia,
piece
but
of
for
shit
what?
literally
Like,
fucking
what?
earlier said
How
I'm
is this
oozing with
useful?
estrogen.
Dude, I was watching recently like the if Saul Goodman was charged for all of his crimes videos where they show like murder plus fucking a life sentence or whatever. Dude, like we're doing this right now for Whang, so it's like, all right, so far he's got 10 years in prison plus a $300,000 fine. That's all of his crimes so far.
Yeah, and his drunk Let's Plays were shit.
Another year.
As for the news footage used in Justin's video, he doesn't explicitly.
Whoa, drinking on YouTube? I think that was against TOS back in
Execute
whatever.
Execute order Justin Whang, dude.
Credit the website. The watermark was added by the
True.
Museum of Classic Chicago Television, and it's the source for most of his news footage. But Justin doesn't even link to them from the video description. Fuzzy Memories is run by volunteers who tirelessly archive lost footage from old
What a bunch
VHS
of fucking
tapes,
losers,
and they
bro.
deserve
Maybe
some
they should-
credit for their
Yeah, you know
hard
what? Maybe
work,
they should make a
including
YouTube
the
channel,
footage I
though.
used in this video. Since Justin didn't link to them, I will. You can.
I can't imagine Fuzzy Memories are stealing content from like TV. Like what?
Yeah, I know,
Did they
they're
even
stealing,
credit the
bro.
publisher?
Dude, imagine
They're
Turkey
literally
Tom's
this is
videos.
a content theft farm, dude. They don't even react like XQC in the corner.
Dude, Turkey Tom's videos would be just links to like sneed.today/user, sneed.today/thread,
Oh, dude, it's fucking
sneed.today/
Tom source like a dark web link to like to like Britbong's like bullshit or whatever. I don't fucking know.
Support them here. Perhaps another reason Justin didn't credit all his sources is because if he did, we'd see that most of his video isn't his content. If you isolate just the parts where Justin talks without using other people's content, it's only 2 minutes and 53 seconds of his 13-minute video of his own original content. And that's being generous because I included the time he spent plugging his channel at the end. So nearly 11 minutes of his 13-minute video are other people's content. These truly are tales from the internet. Since most of Justin's video consists of other people's
But like, what is the
content,
context
I've decided
of
to make-
that? Like, that obviously
he's
could
showing
be-
them.
But that obviously could
the-
still be fair use. Depends. If he's going like,
Yeah,
"Whoa,
yeah.
that's crazy" or whatever, then it's not.
No, he's like explaining a story and then showing footage that corroborates what he's saying.
So like,
That's transformative
is
in
like
nature.
how-
It's like a news report. A news report is like one of the citations for or examples of fair use, like
this is
news report, a commentary, educate. You know, it's fair use.
a template video that anyone can use to make your very own Tales from the Internet videos. And yes, this is real. Just replace the parts where Justin is talking, which isn't much, and you can use the rest of his video almost
You know he's
verbatim
serious when the
because
rock
it's not
music
his
comes on.
content. If he's going to use other people's content, you can too. Except I've provided sources for you to use, so it's not plagiarism.
Wait. Is there a source to this like effect, Maddox effect in the background? Because this video, Like, he definitely didn't create these, like, fucking squares brick by brick, you know? Like, where's, like, the template for this, man? Images, music. We have music. Images. What? Licensed under CC by what? Why? Okay.
Under the creative.
No, I don't
actually
see it.
strike your shit if you don't put that in there for some stuff.
Wait, what? About Maddox, the best show in the universe. Unlike all the garbage vlogs out there, I produce and edit high-quality scripted content for my audience. You won't find incessant jump cuts, unfunny skits, or updates. Wait, didn't you just do an unfunny skit with, like, Whang, like a witch hat?
It seems like he's about to do it
literally
right
fucking
now.
earlier said I'm oozing with estrogen.
I think he's a liar. And a
I think that was
plagiarist.
awesome. I think you're lying to the truth.
Why does he have this, like, little, like, dick suck at the bottom of his descriptions? Like, I won't have any jump cuts or unfunny skits, guys. Like, okay, who cares?
Link is in the description. Send me your videos and I'll shout out the best ones. And in case you're wondering, this wasn't just a shitty video I cherry-picked from his library. This kind of hacky bullshit is all over his channel. For example, in another Tales from the Internet, he tries to find out who made the Italian version of an anime theme song. And of course, it's chock full of more plagiarism. For example, watch Justin's eyeline carefully around the 7-minute and 54-second mark.
Raggi Fotonichi is an Italian band that specializes in covers of cartoon theme songs.
Did you catch it? Here it is again in case you missed it.
Cartoon theme songs.
He's reading a script?
He looked on! Fuck him, dude!
He's looking at my little testament.
He's looking at his cock! His small
Hey,
cock!
let's play a quick game. I want you to guess what Justin is looking down at this point in the video. Is it A,
his
his
small
own original
cock.
script that he wrote after doing tireless research and becoming deeply familiar with the subject matter so that he was able to paraphrase and share his own original thoughts and findings with you?
What?
Or B, some shit he plagiarized from a post he found on Reddit? If you
A.
guessed A, you are absolutely incorrect, you fucking idiot. Of course
What?
it's B. You should have guessed that based on the content in the rest of this video. Justin plagiarized from this post on Reddit almost verbatim.
Raggi Fotonichi is an Italian band that specializes in covers of cartoon theme. In 2007, they released an album called Gente di Cartoon.
Oh, they got his ass on
tracks
this one.
on this
They got
album
his ass
was
on
They
this
got his ass. He said in 2007 they published an album. He should have said, wait, what could have he said instead to get the information across and not plagiarize?
Well, rephrasing
They
is
made
still
an
technically,
album.
if you're going by fucking MLA shit, rephrasing is still technically plagiarism. You're still supposed to cite the source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, how does he say it? In 2007, they made this album, and I found that out on reddit.com, www.r/saggymelons.
But wait, why didn't he
user.
lead with this one? Because it looks like they genuinely got his ass. Let's keep going.
I mean, it's one sentence.
Well, no, it's not one sentence. We paused it.
Okay.
A cover of Lamou's theme song.
The account
Okay,
for the
maybe it
person
is
in
one
the original
sentence.
thread.
My bad. All right, never mind. Yeah, this guy's crazy, dude.
Deleted. So I looked up the to find out it was written by a Reddit user named Risa Paisarum. This person did all the hard work of not just summarizing the
Well, maybe he
information
stole
from
it
a
from
thread
somebody
in a
else.
different forum, but then translating it from Italian.
Whoa.
Not Justin. It took me just a few minutes of research to find this, and I couldn't care less about this Dorklord anime bullshit.
Not only
I
that,
literally
but I'm
did
gonna
more
fact check
research on
you.
this part of the video than
Shit,
Justin.
literally
That's
fucking
research
earlier
he
said
shouldn't have
that.
done,
Yeah,
but didn't. Instead, he plagiarized this post almost beat for beat for this entire video.
Before him,
All
Merkel
right.
had hopes that laying claim to the song would call
Yeah.
Well,
all right,
copyright holder? Okay, he changed it to copyright. See, it's not plagiarism. Dude, even the source is retarded. Copyright?
Corey Wright.
its true creator to come out of hiding.
Wait.
Imagine if Chester Wang also said Corey Wright.
Merkel had hopes that laying claim to the
Yeah, if he said Corey right, dude.
song would cause its true
He didn't even say it word for word, and the stuff he stole micro explained, and he hoped the original copyright holders would come forward. These
Yeah,
two
but if it's beat
phrases
by
were
beat, I don't know. We
plagiarized.
would need to actually compare.
It
'cause I
wasn't
don't
beat
really-
by beat. If you listen to what he's saying, he's paraphrasing.
would cause its true
Wait, let me play
Plagiarized
it.
this post almost beat for beat for this entire video.
Before him, Merkel had hopes that laying claim to the song would cause its true creator to come out of hiding.
See, he completely transformed it. He said, "Come out of hiding," and I don't know.
That's a good edit.
Santino's lawyer got involved and said that the song was already a part of the show when Polonia won in Poland. This is a Polish TV station that was founded by Italians and often runs the Italian versions of anime. Furthermore, anime fans from Poland said that the show never aired over there.
And it's not just old videos either.
Are you convinced, Nick?
I don't know. I would
Does he
need to
make a
like
point?
actually look at the evidence. I don't necessarily believe his version of it, but it looked like it could be a lot of the stuff from the Reddit post. It depends on the structure of the video. You'd have to actually compare and contrast them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay, if he made that video, yeah, he probably should have linked the Reddit thing in the description.
Sure.
Yes, there's no credit to that.
I don't know, maybe
do
he
that.
did, though, because I can't trust Matt, because he said, like, oh, he's plagiarizing, and then he credited it later in the video on a previous one. I mean, what is this video? Well, I think he used multiple examples, or is this all one video?
I think this is the
'Cause
second
we can
example.
look.
The second major example.
Yeah.
Does he source this video so I can double check, or does he not source Whang?
I mean, you probably could find it. What was the name of the anime?
Let me just rewind back to when he's talking about that shit.
What's going on, chat?
Fucking don't know, dude. He doesn't source Whang, man. That's why you need sources, Manox.
I think Whang was in chat. I didn't see him.
You're probably wondering, why am I going after this guy so
Possible that the show never aired over there.
And it's not just old videos
Sorry for being a hack.
either. Here's a relatively recent sponsored video he made where he seems to lift huge chunks of it from a Medium article. So he's making money off of other people's
I mean, you
content.
have to, like,
I've
show
only
that.
included a few examples, but there is a lot.
In 2006, the Tobu Zoo
Wait,
completed their
oh!
new penguin.
I'm only showing a few examples, but there are a lot. This is the video that dedicated like the first 5 minutes to his band. What? I'm sorry. That's like okay. I keep going.
Grapekun and Midori being among the penguins making the move. It's possible that this was because when he was taken away, they had believed he had died.
So by now you're probably wondering, why am I going after this guy so hard? After all, I don't normally go
Please
after other
explain
YouTubers
it.
like this. My targets are usually children and animals.
Whoa!
So why am I
Okay. What do you mean by that?
No.
You gotta play that again, bro. Oh,
included a few examples. Change turn. There's another side to Justin that most people go, why am I going after Justin? Well, it's because Justin went after me.
No, go back.
He had died.
So by now you're probably wondering, why am I going after this guy so hard? After all, I don't normally go after other YouTubers like this. My targets are usually children and animals.
What did he mean by this?
No, I think this clip was taken out. I think this full YouTube video that we're watching straight on Maddox's channel was taken out of context. I don't know.
Why am I going after Justin? Well, it's because Justin went after me. Buckle up, because this video is about to take a very strange turn.
My God, this
There's
is the
another
turn.
side to Justin that most people don't know about. Not that most people even know about any side to Justin, but it's
Whoa.
one where he tries to cancel and deplatform people he doesn't like. And he's even gone so far as to get them removed from speaking engagements. And I know this about him because he's done it to me. Justin is part of an online group who harasses, stalks, and coordinates attacks against people using Facebook, Reddit, Discord, and IRC, and I'm one of their primary targets. This group is run by an obsessed stalker who's been waging a smear campaign against me and others for years. And since Justin can't resist jumping on
What
every
is
pissant
happening?
drama bandwagon that comes along, he joined this mob like many others before it, except
It's commentary crowd. Tipster comes in. Fuck these guys.
Tipster just comes in and
This
starts
guy,
rapping.
Obviously. Yo, the commentary crowd. That'd be like the funniest thing Tipster has ever done.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, he's probably gonna mention Dick Masterson here, I'm guessing.
Justin didn't just stand by as an idol of
Wrecking ball and crushed through the graphic in the bottom.
Dude,
I came in!
dude, the fucking
I
the
can't-
music was just like starting to rise. Could you imagine if all of a sudden Tipster's like, "Oh, it's East Coast Tippy with Maddox the MC." Like,
Yo! Clear my homie! Yeah, don't be transphobic,
Weirdest
Brody!
thing ever.
Yeah.
observer, which would be bad enough, he became an active participant in this harassment campaign and personally went after my livelihood. Here's one of the posts that Justin made in this group where he was actively looking for my sources of income, and then he found one of my speaking engagements, or in his words, one of the workshops that keep the lights on at Casa de Maddox. He then pointed the harassment mob to this panel, posted a link to it in their Facebook group, tweeted directly at them multiple times, and then as if that wasn't scummy enough...
Wait, I want to see the date.
Who is the mob? What is... I don't know the Maddox lore. What is this Facebook group?
I guess he's just talking about people mad at, like, him for Dick Masterson or something?
No, but, like, is it, like, a Dick Masterson fucking Facebook fan page? Is that what we're talking about here?
Justin Whang shared a link. I don't know.
Is this like a private post that gets
we'll
leaked?
see.
Is this public facing? Like, I feel like that's... He's afraid
I think
to
it's
say
public.
what it
I think
is,
it's
so it
public
has
in
to
a
be
public group. It has to be public. I think the screenshots he brings up here are for 2018 and
tweeted directly at them.
Yeah, tweeted September 2018. Okay.
Multiple times.
Wait, so that's why his screenshots are 3 years old or 5 years old.
Oh my god, wait, he probably was sitting on this video for 3 years. You're probably 100% right.
Yeah, wait. No, it'd be 5 years if it's 2018.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is why he's saying he's making the video.
He didn't want to make the video on Whang back then because Whang wasn't as popular. What was Whang, like a 200k YouTuber at that point? Maybe less?
Yeah.
And now that he's, like, successful. This is the Xander Hall thing with Flamenco. It's like, you know, I'm hearing Flamenco is getting a lot better at content. Maybe I should make that video now. The thing that sent Flamenco off the edge and made him ruin his career.
Oh, yeah. It's actually, if this video has been in the works for 5 years, this is actually interesting. This should be on a Tales of the Internet episode.
Yeah, dude, I would love
This
to
would be a banger Tales of the Internet episode because it's weird, it's obscure, and it's like it's about him, so he could do it.
Yeah, this is crazy.
And I think he's also mad at Whang because I think the first time I ever heard about Maddox was from a Justin Whang video. Like, I think Justin Whang made a video on Maddox and Dick Masterson.
The problem is, he's not a very sympathetic figure, and I'm not really caring a lot. So, like, I don't know, dude. He fucking sued Dick Masterson in, like, a lawsuit. So, like, I don't know. Am I supposed to be like, oh, man, I'm so sorry this guy's, like, attacking you online?
Dude, I wonder
That's, like,
why
the worst thing
Maddox
you can
hates
do.
Whang. There's, like, 3 videos Whang has made on Maddox that are like 5 years old and they all have like 100k to like 500k views. No wonder he's mad, and he hasn't been able to recover in 5 years. No wonder he's finally swinging at him after 5 years, dude. Freaking crazy. This is interesting. I mean, he's made videos on Maddox before. Whang could legit make a response video to this.
Yeah.
In depth, but like as a history video. That'd be cool, man.
And then as if that wasn't scummy enough, he even posted the names of the panelists and organizers of the event, making it easier for the group to harass them. And after he pointed this mob to this event, they of course spammed the organizers with threats, smears, and harassment, and I was removed from the panel. Good job, dipshit. Maybe if Justin put as much work into his videos as he did trying to cancel people, they wouldn't be so shitty. And if you're wondering what kind of smears this group has been spreading about me, here's a small sample of the slander. Someone from this group created a fake Twitter account with a fake rape allegation against me. They even used pictures of an innocent girl they found on Instagram who wasn't even aware her pictures were being used like this. Then they created a false rape allegation using this fake profile and even claimed this fictional person sent me pictures of her pregnancy test after her rape and that she had to get an abortion. Remember that clip I played earlier where Justin said it's always the most sanctimonious people who are guilty of the thing they claim to be so against? That clip was from a video where he talks about an activist group that outed people in the hardcore music scene.
So
Justin criticized
surely
that group
we're gonna
because at one
see
point
Whang
they went
interacting and promoting this, right? Like, this isn't just, oh, here's Justin Whang interacting with this group online. Now he is responsible for every single thing they do. Like, I mean,
yeah. Wait, he brought up the false rape accusation, and then he went over to Whang's band history again. And also, I don't really know much about Maddox, but was this rape accusation like spreading like wildfire?
I have no
idea.
idea.
The post had like 3 likes. and everyone hates Maddox, so or a lot of people do. So I would assume, was it like a big deal? Maybe some
But I
people
don't know,
in
like,
chat
did Whang
know
I
about
guess
that.
what I want to see coming up is that Whang had some sort of interaction that like pushed this thing over the edge. Otherwise, it's just like Whang is in a Facebook group with people who did stuff.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
From just going after people who were abusive to actively seeking victims as a punitive measure against bands they didn't like by saying they needed more victims.
As much as people have called all the other Me Too stories witch hunts and shit like that, this is some next level shit when you put out a post saying need more victims.
Well, this mob did the exact same thing using this fake account. They even went a step further from just looking for victims that don't exist to creating one with a fake rape allegation, which is a crime, and then they even tweeted it to people I'm associated with using the MeToo hashtag.
Okay.
This is among the most repugnant shit I've ever seen on the internet. Besides the slander itself, which is damaging in its own right, this kind of fake horse shit hurts actual rape victims, casting doubt into legitimate claims of rape and sexual assault. This is the kind of shit I've been dealing with from this group for years now, and when it's called out, they always lie, shift blame, and deny it was their group. But it's always the same group of people. How do I know? Because I've blocked most of them on Twitter, including Justin. And since most of them follow each other, and they're the only group of people.
So because you blocked Justin Whang and he follows some people that are in the supposed group, he's responsible for everything.
Dude, I'm smiling
Also-
cheek to cheek. This is
also,
like, we have to keep playing. Hold
I
on.
want to go to Wang's Twitter for a second just to highlight how many people he follows. He follows 8,645 people. Whang is now responsible for all of these 8,000 people.
Wait, is this
And any bad thing
this
they
can't
do?
Be it. Surely this
Well,
is not it.
Okay, let's give him benefit of the doubt and let's play a little more and see if it's not
Surely
it.
this is not
and
it.
see if for the third time if Nick is right and there is more to it.
There
or
has
if
to
I'm
be
right.
more to it. There has to be.
People I consistently block, I can tell at a glance when it's their group because all I have to do is look at who they're following, and it's the same people from the group that Justin's a part of, taking part in the same smear campaign.
You look through the 8,000 people he's following.
Like always. This is the story of how gullible dipshits like Justin can get caught up in online mobs fueled by hatred, lies, and gossip.
Okay,
Except
but-
this time Justin got way too involved and crossed a line that he shouldn't
Where?
have. So how did Justin get
Okay,
involved
thank
in all
you,
of this?
thank you.
Well, unfortunately, Justin has a rare medical condition called ITM-HOFB, or inability to mind his own fucking business. Since Justin has this disease and is apparently unable to mind his own fucking business, when
Destroyed.
he came across the smear campaign, he couldn't resist joining the
He's an
mob and
MLF.
personally going after me, even though I hadn't done anything to him. He not only got involved in this smear campaign, but at one point he ingratiated himself with one of the two main ringleaders of this harassment campaign and former moderators of this group, a guy by the name of Asterios Kokonos. In fact, at one point, Justin even became friends with his former moderator, a person who I eventually ended up having to take to court. So by now you're probably wondering, why did I have to take this person to court? I took him to court for fraud. This is a screenshot of an advertisement he purchased claiming to represent me and my company. He fraudulently published these false and misleading claims and targeted them directly at me and my fans. He boasted about his harassment campaign on a website called Kiwi Farms, which is a forum dedicated to stalking, doxing, and harassment.
This is going so fast. Wait, hold on. We gotta slow this fucker down. Wait. Okay. So his proof that Whang was involved in the false rape allegations that are allegedly tied to a group that he doesn't demonstrate because they must follow each other on Twitter because he has them blocked, as if Maddox doesn't just block a lot of people. I'm sure that Maddox only blocks people that are friends with Dick Masterson, but the proof that Justin Whang engaged with these false rape allegations are that he's friends with Dick Masterson. Is that what? Is that it?
And he's friends with like another guy
and
who
Asterios
apparently
Kokonos,
lied about him one time, and since that guy
is that what he's trying
that means
to claim?
The rape lie must be the friend because he has also done that in the past in another scenario, and he is hanging out with Justin Whang, and they like touched hands. So
and by the way,
guilt
that's just we're just
transfers to him.
glancing past that extremely pussy defense for the lawsuit. Holy shit, dude! Like, if anything, I hope more people do that. Like, holy fuck! Wait, I'm sorry. Like, he's gonna. there's gonna be some kind of evidence here, right? Like, it's not just Kiwi
Yeah,
Farms, lol, I'm Keffels too. Like, is something gonna happen?
Maybe he's building up to it.
Asterios, a guy who calls himself the good boy of comedy, regularly posted on the forums where they doxed my home address and had some choice words to say about me. Why would the good boy...
He posted on Kiwi Farm. Whoa, N-word?
Whoa!
All right,
Rapist dude on Kiwi Farm said the N-word and he engaged in the same thread. Bro, he's engaging with ass rapist dude? 1488?
It's so over. Ass rapist dude 1488.
And he called Maddox gay, bald, N-word with AIDS?
Damn.
It's so over.
Still on Twitch.
Honestly, fuck Justin
I'm still
Whang.
on Twitch.
Be posting on a hate site like this. That's weird.
Okay, I'm gonna...
He paid for...
it's gone.
Don't pause it. Don't pause it when it's
The
on.
N-words are gone, dude.
Yeah.
They're gone, dude. I thought as long as I didn't say it.
So is Justin Whang a Kiwi farmer? Like, is he posting in these threads?
No, he's friends with someone who goes on Kiwi Farms, and on Kiwi Farms, assfucker222 said he was gay and the N-word.
Deviations away from somebody who posts on Kiwi Farms.
Yeah, he's friends with a guy who goes on the site with another guy who called him gay.
I'm pretty sure that Asterios guy is a loser, right? Chat. I don't know if that guy's... Isn't that guy like a piece of shit? Or am I completely off on this one?
Well, he hangs out with Justin Whang, who plagiarizes, so I'd assume he...
N-word ass rapist, so...
Yeah, he co-signed all of Kiwi Farms, so...
This targeted harassment campaign after I blocked him.
Dude, I can't believe the example screenshot he brought up, though. I'm sorry for pausing on it before, but, like... ass rapist dude 1488 called him gay.
He's veto light. I mean, all right, that's self-explanatory, I guess.
On social media, and he
So
did
is
it
that too,
specifically
is
to
being
hurt my book
veto
sales.
light
And if
two
you have
standard
any doubt,
deviations away from being Mr. Girl?
Fuck, Justin.
Yo, by the way, chat, I want to buy this. This is so off topic. I want to buy this Mr. Girl T-shirt. Do you think that would on?
Yeah.
All right, listen. On the one hand, it would be supporting Mr. Girl, which is bad, right? Objectively bad. All right. So,
Yeah.
but on the other hand, I could go to VidCon wearing a Hold on. Where's this fucking picture?
What? A pedo shirt, dude?
Alright, listen,
You're gonna wear a little pedophile shirt to VidCon?
Listen, alright? Listen, you need to... Alright, this sounds crazy, but you need to see the picture before you make a judgment, okay? you actually
Is it legal?
Alright, here. I can't share,
well,
but I'll send you the screenshot.
Wait, you can't... It's not Twitch?
Screenshot.
It's not Twitch friendly?
No, hold on. I'll just send you the screenshot. I'll put it in general so you can see it because I'm watching your screen already. So, all right, chat. I gotta be honest with you. I understand your reasons as to why we shouldn't, but this is a T-shirt that says "Take your panties off" and Mr. Girl is pointing a gun at you. All right, this is a really good design. I'm gonna be honest.
A literal like I'm gonna rape you shirt. You literally have a rapist like at gunpoint, like ready to rape you everywhere you walk around. You're literally like assaulting everyone. Like, dude, this is like
this is like a fucking crazy dude. All right, want to see something? All right, I'm obviously not buying it. It's like a bit, but hold on. Go to maxcarson.com. Look at this merch cross section. Okay, these are the three.
I'm not going to.
These are the three that appear on the same row of maxcarson.com. This had to be on purpose, bro. It's the take your panties off T-shirt, the I can fantasize about whatever I want hoodie, and the organic cotton Mr. Girl onesie.
And Whang associates with Dick Masterson, who associates with Vito, who associates with this guy? Fuck
sorry,
Justin,
bro. I'm sorry, but like, I know, I obviously am not gonna fucking pay for that, but still, it's very funny.
He said it himself. What I'm about to tell you is the story of what should have been a private disagreement that spiraled way out of control and led to some random guy I met years ago in a comedy club in LA becoming obsessed with me, which resulted in a lawsuit where I sued him, his partners, and his company to get him to leave me the fuck alone. So you might be wondering, who is this guy and how did we get involved?
Right, so I'm rooting
well, he's a
for
copywriter and an
Dick
amateur
Masterson.
comedian who considers himself a male feminist. He virtue signals about defending women's rights, working with female comedians, and how it's never okay to reduce people to their basest elements. Wow, what a hero. That is, of course, when he's not busy banning cunts on Facebook. And if the trend of outspoken male feminists is any indication, that should be a huge red flag.
Whoa. That was actually pretty great.
Feminism and male feminists are rapists. So
True.
he must rape.
This actually is pretty solid.
And
point.
he's friends with Justin Whang, so that means Justin Whang rapes as well.
Unfortunately, I agree with this point. I think that all male feminists are pedophiles and rapists.
Yeah.
I wonder if Justin has ever said anything about male feminists.
Whoa!
And of course he has, because Justin never misses an opportunity to be a hypocrite. He has a huge problem with male feminists,
But what is-
unless, of course, they're his friends.
This is literally just Justin Whang is friends with Dick Masterson in the video. It's like insane.
I love it.
But back to Asterios for a minute. So you might be wondering, how did I cross paths with this guy? Well, the very short version is, I met him late one night after a comedy show in Los Angeles. He seemed like a friendly guy at first and wanted to promote some of his comedy, so I invited him on my podcast. But we had a falling out when I found out he talks behind people's backs.
Oh, what a bitch.
And that seems to be a pattern with him, because he's had a falling out with 3 different co-hosts on 3 different podcasts. And there's even a 4th one he got fired from.
Didn't you have a falling out with the guy and sued him?
I don't know. I don't know if I... Bro, I have no idea. I've heard bad things about Asterios. That was years ago, so I don't know if, like... I don't really know anything about him, unfortunately.
But didn't Maddox also have a falling out with Dick Masterson?
I know Maddox
and
sucks.
sue him?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Maddox shit.
Oh, Maddox never misses a beat to be hypocritical. It's like he says, did.
That's not even public knowledge, but maybe I'm the problem.
Yes.
So I called him out for being two-faced when I caught him talking behind his friend's back. Here's a small sample of the things he'd say about one of his supposed...
Try to beat a sociopath then, because now you've pissed off a sociopath, which wouldn't be an issue if he wasn't a sociopath. Dax is okay.
That's schizo.
close friends behind his back in private, but then he'd go off the next day and pretend like they were good friends in public. When I catch someone being two-faced, I cut ties with them because they'll eventually do it to you. So I called him out on it, and that should have been the end of it. Except it wasn't. There's more to this conversation that I'll get to in a minute, but what happened next was insane. Asterios started harassing me, my friends, my sponsors, and even my guests on my podcast, all while playing the victim. He's extremely good at making himself out to be a victim and accusing others of doing exactly what he's accusing them of. For example,
So this is
here's
just a
DM
video on
conversation he
Asterios.
had with one of my...
Whang has done nothing.
Wait,
There's absolutely nothing.
this video's funny, but should we skip the Whang part?
I literally don't think there is any part that is going to be about Whang for the rest of the video. I literally think he wanted to address Asterios, and he wanted to address Dick Masterson slightly, and he used Whang as like a venue to do that. So he basically he literally attacked Whang because nobody knows who the fuck Asterios is anymore. I would just say keep it going.
Should we skip around until or
no? Because I'm predicting right now this is like it. I don't think there's gonna be much more Whang here.
Okay. Wait, I'm gonna do a vote in chat. We're gonna do a poll. Do you think will Justin return in vid? Yes, no. Okay. Keep going.
Sponsors after harassing them on Twitter and implying that they committed fraud even after I took him to court for this type of harassment. He would obsessively write hundreds and hundreds of posts about me on Reddit and Twitter and Facebook and various other places online, and at one point even sent me spam from his mailing list.
Imagine how long it would take to make this video and get all those screenshots, bro. Jeez.
In short, he became obsessed with me, and at one point he even asked his girlfriend to watch my live streams to keep tabs on me.
Lol.
A full? You don't want to listen? All right, I love you, honey. Can you tell me what's happening with Maddox? Can you watch it and tell me?
I'm watching a little bit of it.
He even followed me around.
Wait, he just showed that she didn't even like his content? Ah, shit.
Online and left comments on YouTube videos if I so much as had an appearance in one. And part of the reason he seemed to be doing this was for money, because just about everywhere he went he'd spam links to his Patreon account, which is definitely against their terms of service, but Patreon doesn't enforce their rules consistently, and that's a whole other story.
Holy shit.
At one point he started combing through my website to find something problematic I'd written 20 years ago, and even contacted a comedy theater I performed at to try to get me canceled there.
It's
Wait,
you know,
what?
it's
He
super
brought
shitty,
up-
Maddox, when people go back and find stuff from over fucking 5 years ago, bro, like, to attack people with. I hate it when they go back super far to try to like assess somebody's like today. Yeah, it's super shitty.
That moment when 40-year-olds are in drama, Nick. When we're 40, we're gonna be like, "Well, you in 2019 said this, and it's hypocritical." It's like 2044.
It's great.
I performed at to try to get me canceled there.
Is our
Except he got the
future,
theater
bro.
wrong and messaged someplace in Brooklyn I'd never been to or even heard of. Maybe that's why he's friends with Justin, because apparently they're both bad at research. And as if trying to cancel me wasn't bad enough, at one point after months of smearing me publicly, he even encouraged his followers to review my podcast and even shared instructions on how to create an iTunes account without using a credit card, which is a way for people to write fake and duplicate negative reviews. And it's worth noting that all of this happened long before any lawsuits were filed. So you might be thinking, gee, Maddox, what did you do to this guy? Did you go after him and encourage a mob to try to destroy his podcast and products with negative reviews? No, actually, I haven't done anything like that to him. So you might be thinking, well, maybe this has been a back and forth feud. Surely, if he's been talking about me this much, I must have responded to at least some of his countless smears and comments about me, right? Nope. In fact, until this video, I haven't even mentioned this guy in public in over 5 years. And I mean that literally.
Like,
While he
this is
ran
gonna
his
be
mouth
fucking-
constantly on Twitter, the number of tweets I made about him are 0. The number of Facebook posts I made about him, 0.
Oh.
The number of times I mentioned him on my
Dude, in
podcast,
Mono Elements is
0.
I haven't attacked him or even mentioned
He
him
literally
in public
sued Dick
anywhere on
Masterson
any
in this
platform,
time frame,
nor
by
have
the
I
way.
asked or encouraged any of my fans to attack him in public or private in any capacity, not once, ever, period. So if I wasn't doing anything to this guy, why was he on the attack? Well, you saw one possible explanation earlier: money. He not only spammed his Patreon link in conjunction
Number of
with
times
the
I
smear
posted about him on
campaign,
Miiverse,
his friends and
0.
followers
So
even went to my
true.
personal website and spammed links to his Patreon constantly on his behalf.
That's hilarious.
But there was only one problem. If I wasn't responding or doing anything to him, how could he justify his continued attacks? Well, he came up with the perfect explanation. He accused me of conducting a shadow war and engaging in a whisper campaign where I allegedly went around Los Angeles whispering things about him and his friends, which is bizarre because I promise you, there is nothing I could whisper about this guy that's worse than the things I've put in this video, which are just things he's actually done. Accusing someone of a shadow war is the perfect allegation to make when you don't have any evidence.
So is
to
he
back
not
up your
denying
claims.
it?
If anyone
I've
asked
heard
for
so
proof,
far.
he could simply say, oh, it was all part of the shadow war. So by definition, there was no proof.
So he's doing it.
This is some of the most delusional, psychotic bullshit I've ever seen. He accused me of all sorts of things where I literally had no fucking idea what he was even talking about, and of course, all without any evidence. He even accused me of creating alternate Twitter accounts and downvoting his YouTube videos
Wait,
like I
hold
don't
on,
have
hold on,
anything
hold on,
better
hold
to
on,
do
hold
than
on,
to
hold
downvote videos
Go back to that. What was that screenshot?
accounts and downvoting his YouTube.
That's so
Is that
clearly
really
a joke.
him? Wait, was that Maddox who said that? I'm confused.
So, Asterios tweeted out, ha ha ha, hey Maddox, showing that he had 2 dislikes on his video, like 1 dislike on each of his videos. So he's joking that the 1 dislike must be from Maddox.
Yeah, I mean,
But he's saying he's treating it like a real accusation.
no, I'm
Like,
going to one
he
before
even
that.
said, oh, okay. Also, this like YouTube studio. So this YouTube studio, I think it's 2016.
Oh my god.
But
video, but literally had no fucking idea what he was even
Dude, all he's
talking
doing
about.
is
And of course,
justifying the level
all
of
without
bullying
any
that he's gotten over the last 5 years right now. Like, this is the most
tell me when to stop for the screenshot you want to look at, because I don't know which
bullshit
one.
I've ever seen. He accused me of all sorts of things where I literally had no fucking idea what he was even
Pause.
talking about. And of course,
Oh no,
Here?
I was hoping
Okay.
you would, oh, one more second. Pause again.
One more? Okay.
all without any evidence. He even accused me of creating
This one?
That is a okay.
Rip. Okay.
alternate Twitter accounts and downvoting his YouTube videos like I don't have anything better to do than to downvote videos on some random guy's YouTube channel who I met in a comedy club over half a fucking decade ago. Again, all of these allegations without a single shred of evidence. But unfortunately, if you repeat a false claim enough, no matter how ridiculous that claim is, eventually someone gullible enough will not only believe it, but they'll go so far as
This
to
is the
attack
Whang,
the
right?
person on
This
your
is Whang?
behalf. And that's exactly what happened. So you might be wondering, what kind of gullible dipshit would not only believe a false claim about another person without evidence, but then make it their business and attack them for it? Enter Justin Whang.
Oh, I win. And 52% of the poll wins. Wow, guys. We're way better than
52%? 48%? Fucking, okay, that's fine.
But thought he was never going to be mentioned again in the last 20 minutes of a video about Justin Whang. I mean, the fact that 47% thought that is kind of, yeah, it's telling.
That's just telling.
Justin
I love this. This might be my favorite video I ever did.
typifies this idiotic mob mentality that has overtaken the entire internet because Justin Whang is a fucking idiot.
I'm a fucking idiot.
So
really,
true.
He's stupid.
Like, really, I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Some of you may realize
Wait, you plagiarized his words! Oh, at least you sourced it, though. It's right there. Wait, which video did this come from? Wait. Is there a source in the description? What? Dude, which video did this come from?
I'm really upset about what Zer is saying right now.
already, but some of you may just be learning this fact.
I'm sure some of you guys realize this already, but I'm just fucking learning this fact.
As you saw earlier in this video, Justin Whang loves to go down rabbit holes of pissant drama he finds on the internet. Except this time, he went way too far. I almost feel bad for Justin because he obviously got manipulated by bad actors with malicious and financial motives who took advantage of some very gullible people. But Justin wasn't the only person duped. At one point, Asterios asked one of his stalker buddies, a former fan of mine named Isaias Lozano, to share my private conversations with him. Asterios then took these doctored up conversations and used them to buy those fraudulent ads he placed on Reddit. At one point, I had to look into getting a restraining order against this former fan of mine because even after I blocked him 6 times on various social media networks, he kept contacting me. And of course, he's also a male feminist. And if his name sounds familiar, that's because you might have noticed it earlier because, surprise, surprise, it's one of the accounts followed by the fake rape allegation on Twitter.
Okay.
You may be noticing a pattern here. But before
And he's
we go
friends
on,
with the
remember
guy
the
who's
text
friends with
conversation
Whang.
I mentioned earlier? The one where he was talking behind the back of one of his business partners and supposed friends?
Whoa.
During the course of that conversation, while we were having our falling out, he said something very strange to me. While we were having a disagreement, out of the blue, he said that he hoped that my new book would do very well when it came out. That's a very weird thing to say to somebody during an argument, so I ignored him. But then he said it a second time.
Fucking Nerd City when he brings up my spelunking expedition in the middle of a fight.
True.
Saying, really, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, have a very successful book launch. I can't wait. It sounded like a threat. That's like saying, I hope your kids sleep well tonight during a heated argument. That's a threat. So I told him,
So
don't
true.
go after me because I can go after your pocketbook too.
Wait,
I have a very successful lunchbar. Can't wait.
he's-
Don't
hold
threaten
on.
me.
Isn't this whole video him grandstanding about how they went after his revenue? And this is him threatening revenue. I can go after yours too. Wait, why is he acting like this is a one-sided conflict? What the fuck?
So he took a perceived threat and turned it and
immediately said, like, yeah, I'll
responded
play
with
in
a
the
real
mud too,
threat?
buddy. Okay.
Yeah, what? That's so funny. I want to screenshot this, bro.
Then he did something very strange. He said, go nuts. And then he gave me the contact information for a company I'd never heard of before, a company called Weber Shandwick. And in case you're wondering if that's just an off-the-cuff remark, it wasn't. He not only encouraged me to contact them, but he actually gave me their contact information. Yes, really. I was tempted to call, but I didn't. Even though this guy was threatening my...
Okay, dude, this seems like a confession. This seems like a confession.
Oh my god! He's like, and he was so nuts to give me the info, and I thought about doing it. But no.
But like, you understand that if
down to his
he
level.
had done that, he would have struck first. Like, that's not even in retaliation. He's like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
maybe I will.
Yeah, like that perceived threat hit him so hard that like he almost went through with a real threat in retaliation. A TX sends $5. I'm confused. Where are the parts of Whang believing Astros's definitely serious claims of Shadow War and all that stuff? He must have blinked and missed it. I mean, Maddox, this video's perfect, man.
Yeah. I mean, it was so long ago. How could you remember?
I don't get how Asterios doesn't look insane in doesn't think he looks insane in these DMs because he's insane, bro.
my livelihood, I still showed restraint and didn't bother contacting them.
Yeah!
What would I have to gain by
kill
calling
him,
this guy's
dude.
work? It's not like he was doing this stuff
You're fucking
on company
awesome for
time
not doing
with
that,
the
bro.
express knowledge of his supervisors.
Yo!
Was he?
What a good guy.
Well, it turns out he was.
Whoa.
After Asterios' escalation of these attacks week after week, month after month, year after year, through a stroke of luck, I got an inside tip from someone who worked at his company with first-hand knowledge of their internal operations.
Anonymous
I learned that their
Gene?
IT department keeps logs of all
Wait,
the
I'm
websites
sorry.
visited
Hold
on
on, time
company
out, time
time,
out,
which isn't unusual for.
He got in touch with the IT department of his fucking. Wait, I'm so sorry. Like, what? This is
Dude, when you do
schizo.
that, this is just him. No, he's just doing his research and citing his sources.
Is this supposed to sound good?
Dude, why is he making this guy anonymous? Cite the source, man.
This guy said, "Have a good book launch," so I was gonna ruin his life, and then he said
Because he said, "Have a good book launch" in the middle of an argument. I get it's a little weird, but like, huh? And maybe it's understandable to maybe perceive it as a threat, but then responding with another threat and then contacting the. All right, Maddox.
For a company of that size to do. Oops. This is one part of the video where I won't disclose my source to protect the parties involved, but if
Plagiarist.
you have any doubt, there were multiple eyewitnesses who watched him do this from work, including his own followers, because the genius live streamed it from work. So when it became clear that he wasn't going to stop going after my livelihood and harassing me, my friends, my acquaintances, and doing it on company time no less, as a last resort, I decided to contact his work out of desperation to get him to stop.
This is insane.
Keep in mind, this was after months.
Please stop your employee me on thanks, bye, or I'll sue you.
Wait, so I'm sorry.
Months of
Wait, so
his
Maddox gets accused by Asterios of hosting a shadow war, and he goes, "Well, I've never tweeted about you," and then he goes, "But I did contact your job."
That's not a shadow war, though.
Well, he contacted the IT department and had
Yeah,
them scrape
literally
his
it is.
computer.
Like, it makes sense that he said shadow war if that's the type of shit he was doing.
This is like weird. This is a weird thing.
So
yeah.
I showed a lot of restraint by not contacting them immediately. I sent
No.
Congrats, dude.
No, you don't get to give yourself that.
I'm so good. I didn't do it right away.
an email and tried
I didn't stab him right away. I did it a day later.
to remain anonymous to his company in an effort to avoid further retaliation, in part because the girl I was dating at the time was receiving countless rape and death threats from this mob. And I know he did this with the explicit knowledge that this group that he was part of makes these types of threats. How do I know? Because they've even done it to him and his ex-wife. Wow, what a feminist. I thought a company like Weber
Alright,
Shandwick
guys,
would
listen.
step in and do
Justin
the right
Whang
thing.
is a bad person because he's friends with Dick Masterson and follows Asterios Kokonos on Twitter, whose followers say all this fucked up stuff to my girlfriend. That's why Justin Whang is a piece of shit, chat. We figured it out.
Yeah.
This is so
I
fucking
agree.
weird, dude.
Because they like to stress how forward-thinking and progressive.
True. Ronald Riz is gonna personally lock Wang up for these.
Putting you behind bars.
Yeah.
In a prison, dude. Ah.
They are, releasing statement after statement about how they're leaders in diversity and inclusion. They even released an article proudly boasting about.
Wait, he's hacking the company he works at now?
This is like
the company says they're fucking progressive, but they fucking employed a doxer.
This is like the most insane video I've ever seen.
I love it. It's my favorite video, dude. And Barbie? Dude.
What the fuck?
How many people of color they've promoted.
Whoa.
Very progressive of them to tally up the colored people in their office for a bullet point and a marketing sheet for their company. So surely this
Didn't you just do Asian face?
progressive company would put a stop to this harassment, right? Nope. In fact, they told him about my email, allowed him to continue the harassment campaign, and things got worse. One of Weber Shandwick's clients was the UN Women's Group, and Asterios worked for their campaign. Nice of him to take time away from banning cunts, but don't worry, those cunts weren't even that hot. But at this point, I have to admit I made a mistake. Had I known then what I know now, would I have contacted his employer? Absolutely.
Someone's putting spoilers in my chat, but I really, really, really want to see him mention it if that's true.
Absolutely not. I would have contacted them much sooner because I had no idea these maniacs would still be going at it over half a decade later. That's how this ultimately became a lawsuit, because this random guy I met at a comedy scene in Los Angeles became obsessed, caused damages, and doesn't know how to fuck off. In my 23 years of doing this, I've never had a problem with anyone. I think lawsuits should only
Never
be
had a
used
problem
as
with
a last
anyone.
resort.
I'm being stalked
In fact,
and harassed
I
daily.
told him
These
as
things
much.
are like not the same comment. Like, it's insane. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, what out of those 23 years, like out of the last 5 years cut off? So you've been doing this for like 30 years, or like what? Yeah.
What's not publicly known is that at some point during the suit, I reached out to him directly for the first time in years and offered to unilaterally drop the lawsuit for the low cost of leave me the fuck alone. It was all I ever wanted, and I didn't even ask for legal fees or damages. Again, all he had to do was fuck off, and that would have been the end of it. I was polite and cordial in my communication. I said,
Dude,
"Take your
Justin
life
Whang
back,"
is so fucked
and
up for
ended
this.
the text by saying, "Let's end this tonight." With only 20 minutes before the midnight deadline, he finally replied and said, "Please communicate through your lawyer and mine." Since he left me less than 18 minutes to respond, I took the cordial tone as a sign of reconciliation and goodwill, so I decided to end things and hoped that he would finally stop and leave me the fuck alone. So I responded and said that I would drop everything and hoped that cooler heads would prevail. But he didn't acknowledge it in public and carried on the next day pretending like this conversation didn't occur, milking it for all it was worth. Then he tried to file a counterclaim that got thrown out, and finally, that's where you think things would have ended.
I'm glad they didn't.
Except of course it didn't. Then DeOrio started to carpet bomb the internet with his false victim narrative while gaslighting me and telling everyone that I sued him because he called me the word cuck. The word cuck is an insult used to emasculate men, similar to calling someone a beta, soy boy, or a f***it. Yes, even though he committed fraud, harassed my friends, sponsors, and spammed me relentlessly for years, somehow he was the victim because he got sued. Newsflash,
Dude, he's only
100% of people who
someone
get
attacking their work was him admitting he did it to a...
So, I don't know if he's going to mention this in the video, but someone in chat said he didn't only sue Dick and Asterios, but he also sued Patreon and the company that Asterios worked at. That he contacted earlier.
Dude, this is gonna be
apparently
like a
that's what someone in chat
renaissance.
said.
There's gonna be a lot of fucking content.
Yeah, because
about
this is like this video is actually it's titled Justin Whang, but it's secretly Maddox's response to 5 years of being. This is a big video. Wait, I thought I was reacting to a funny Justin Whang expose. Wait. We just.
Yeah, this has been a roller coaster.
We secretly got.
This is a
tricked into watching like Maddox versus Dick Masterson next chapter.
What do they call it when? Oh, it's a backdoor pilot. We're watching a backdoor pilot.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe we got tricked because this is kind of big for their for their scene and their whole story. Like this is gonna be talked about on Biggest Problem in the Universe podcast and a bunch of shit, man.
Jesus.
Which, by the way, I mean, I'm sure if Maddox watches this reaction, it's all going to be written off.
I think we're
going
gonna get sued.
I think I'm going to get sued because I was on the Dick Masterson podcast.
I mean, this is like he's like the Billy Mitchell of letting people fuck his wife.
Don't sue me.
Dude, I can't. This is my favorite video. Just all the funny points against Whang, and then the transition into a fucking lawsuit, and then like the schizo contacting the things. And
We
the
still have like
hypocrisy
no
back-to-back.
source for Whang being involved in this in any way, and he is the.
Oh, he should have
main
cited
face
his
of this
sources,
video.
man. He should have cited his sources.
This is so funny.
Sue don't like it. I couldn't
my
give less
favorite
of a
video.
shit if he called me a cuck or a I've been called way worse in the
Whoa,
comment section of
stop saying the F slur and just bleeping it out. You still said it, racist homo.
my own
Bo?
videos daily. His narrative doesn't even make sense. People have been calling me names much worse for years and I haven't sued anyone.
Yeah,
you can
like
call me whatever
retard.
names you want. That's protected speech.
Okay,
What's
retard,
not
retard,
protected
cuck,
is
retard.
fraud, threats, stalking, and harassment. When Asterios bought those ads on Reddit, he did it using my name and
Wait, you can call him any name you want, but you can't harass him.
I don't even know what he did on Reddit, but it sounds funny. It sounds like what Reactor did to Grade A Under A. Could you imagine if Grade A Under A turned around and sued him for making that advertisement?
I'm sure all of this is like over exaggerated. To be honest, I haven't been paying attention to what Asterios is like at fault or not, or not, because this is about Whang. I've been trying to follow his points about Whang. Yeah, I don't like Asterios could be like a cocksucker for all I know, but it doesn't like I want to hear about Justin Whang being a plagiarist and a hack.
My business, targeting my fans specifically to hurt my book sales with misleading statements. So no, I don't care about being called playground names. What I care about are damages. Don't like it? Don't stalk, harass, and commit fraud, and you won't get sued. Despite these facts, Asterios continued to spread this bullshit narrative everywhere he could. He tried to get media attention on it, but since most people have never heard of this guy, the only people who would cover the story were his friends in the media. The first person was a guy named Brock Wilbur, an outspoken male feminist. And of course,
I love the male feminist drop on every single one.
Yeah, and also
pure awesomeness.
So we went from Whang to Asterios, and now we're going to Brock.
We're getting so many standard deviations. Away from
we're so deep down the rabbit hole. This is truly a tale from the internet.
Of course, like many other outspoken male feminists, he was Me Too'd. Here's an article about him titled, "I Was Played by a Male Feminist," where he allegedly dated someone without disclosing he had a live-in girlfriend while virtue signaling about Gamergate and women's rights. And he's also been accused of being a serial abuser.
So a serial abuser shared Asterios' story, which he's friends with Whang, and they may or may not follow an account that had a rape accusation with 3 likes. So fuck Whang, he's a plagiarist. I agree, man.
So this male feminist, Brock Wilbur, covered Asterios' story for a website called Paste Magazine, where he conveniently forgot to mention little details like the fact that he and Asterios are friends. And that Asterios is a contributor to the very magazine interviewing him.
Whoa!
Oops! Just a slip of the mind, not to mention this major conflict of interest and not a deliberate attempt to whitewash his friend's narrative, right? Brock didn't bother reaching out to me for comment, and he sure as shit didn't disclose his relationship to Asterios. But that wasn't the end of Asterios' carpet bombing campaign, because he had another friend in the media, a writer from Vice named Mike Pearl. Mike is his longtime friend and former roommate. He's written such articles for Vice like this one about the legalities of pseudo-kitty porn. The only problem was Mike wouldn't have been able to write about me because I've actually met Mike before, several times.
Dude, wait, how is he not bringing up Mr. Girl? Wait, he hasn't mentioned Dick Masterson once. Why hasn't he mentioned Dick Masterson? Where's Mr. Girl,
dude?
I want him to get connected in this, man.
That would be funny.
In fact, we've all hung out together, so if he tried to write an article
and show his
about me,
rape merch too.
So instead, I got contacted by another writer from Vice, a guy by the name of Justin Caffier, and surprise, surprise, he's another male feminist. He rails about toxic masculinity, but apparently he makes exceptions for his
Minecraft villager noise he's playing?
That stalk, dox, and harass people. When he contacted me, I was immediately suspicious. So I asked him if he was Asterios' former roommate because I couldn't remember Mike's name. Justin knew who I was talking about and immediately said that was Mike.
By the way, not to be confused with Justin Whang, the guy in the title of the video. This is a different Justin.
Yeah. This is yeah, different Justin.
It's a different Justin chat.
Asterios before. But he didn't disclose how close they were. This made me even more suspicious. So I looked up Justin, and it turns out that he not only knows who Mike Pearl is, but they're longtime friends and even do a podcast together. Oops.
Whoa.
When I pressed Caffier about this, he downplayed his relationship to Asterios and said that they weren't friends. He even went a step further in public, saying that they'd only spoken once prior to this story. Well, that's funny, because I found this Twitter thread where they communicated as far back as 2015, and another one from 2014
I found this
where
Twitter
he
thread
tweeted at him.
You know,
wait, this isn't even. Wait, Asterios is like the 6th person added. Maybe he was just part of the thread. Because this is from 2015. Back then, like to at, you know how it says like replying to Asterios here. Before 2015, it was just like their ats, and then the words. So he could just be part of the thread. He doesn't mean he's talking to him. Also, this is a dumb point anyway, but yeah.
All 3 of them, Justin, Mike, and Asterios, were on the same thread together.
Yeah.
That's weird. Almost like all 3 of them were friends. Since he wasn't forthright, I decided to investigate a little bit further. Turns out that they're much closer than he let on. Caffier has not only met Asterios, but he follows him on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. At the
I
time
follow
of this recording,
PewDiePie.
Cafe only followed about 6 public figures on Facebook, including...
Well, he already proved that they're friends by doing a podcast together, and he asked if they were friends in 2018. That could have changed.
Yeah.
Or didn't he say he lived with the guy? I don't know. I mean, it's already proved. Why is he? I don't know.
Is this Justin
Can he,
Whang
like,
or Justin Carrier?
It's Justin Carrier.
including Barack Obama and Stephen
It's white
G.
Justin.
So it's pretty telling that he made Asterios one of the
Well, he follows Obama.
Dude, they're friends.
Shit. Dude, they're literally friends with. He's literally friends with Obama, and he created like he goes through all the lists of like controversial moves that Obama did as president.
He ghosted Obama.
Yeah.
few people he follows on every platform. I don't even follow some of my closest friends on all 3 platforms. And
maybe because you don't have any.
All right, so
and
today
in
we're
case
going
you
to be
think that
talking
he did
about
it just
Justin
for
Whang.
research,
Anyways,
you can rule that out.
Anyways,
the Third Reich.
Asterios' friend follows Obama on Facebook.
Anyways, the Third Reich was a time.
In a Justin Whang exposed video, we learned that Asterios' friend, who may not be his friend, but is lying about it, follows Barack Obama on Facebook. So that means Justin Whang plagiarized.
Oh no, oh no.
Out because he doesn't follow me anywhere. Then I dug a little bit deeper and surprise, surprise, guess who they invited as a guest on Justin and Mike's podcast? None other than Asterios Kokkinos. I'm sure it was a total benign lapse in memory and not a deliberate attempt to hide his relationship, because as a journalist advice, it might be looked down upon to publish puff pieces about your friends without disclosing your relationship. Although it's Vice, so I'm not sure if they have any journalistic standards to begin with. And if you have any doubt as to how close they were, they even promoted Asterios' narrative on the podcast, plugged his fundraiser for him to try to countersue me, and Asterios signed off the episode, and I can't make this up, by saying, "I'll talk to you guys later. I love you both," to which they responded, "Love you, bye."
Thank you. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I love you both.
Totally normal way to end an interview with a journalist.
Dude, this guy's gonna
so
go, like,
contrary
fucking
to Justin's
brain
claim
dead when
that
he sees
4
how Destiny
instances
ends
that they've
every
communicated
conversation.
before this article.
Yeah, what? Oh my
Destiny
god.
was like,
dude.
he told Tom he loves him, and Tom was like, wow, he loves me?
It's been documented.
Destiny didn't say that to me when we stopped talking those few times.
Well,
He was mad every time after.
I don't know if he hates you or me more.
Why would he hate you?
I don't know.
I don't know what that guy thinks.
Publicly. So if I did my math correctly, that makes Justin Cafier a liar. So the guy wanting to write an article about me from Vice is
we got the
friends
chart
with the guy
again.
he's writing
Yes!
about and his roommate. You'd think that would be an important piece of information
Connect it to Whang!
disclose.
I want more
Why didn't
connections.
mention that. They also plugged Asterios' podcast, except he forgot to mention his podcast on Cunt Media. Why does that sound so familiar? Oh, that's right. It was one of the accounts followed by the person who made the fake rape allegation. And we've come full circle.
What?
And in case you're wondering how deep this nepotistic rabbit hole goes, I checked the pages Justin was following on Facebook, and Paste Magazine.
Dude, the false accuser could follow anyone. If the false accuser follows Obama, does that mean Obama called Maddox a rapist?
This is
yes.
One of them. The very same website that Asterios is a contributor for, and the one where Brock will.
And look at that! The rape account follows Nicholas DeOrio! Piece of shit!
Published his hit piece about me. So the jig was up. I asked Cafier if he'd disclosed this conflict of interest in the article. He said he'd run it by his editors, but he didn't get back to me with their response. So, since Cafier didn't follow up with what his editors said, I stopped responding. When the article came out, Cafier accused me of ghosting him, which is misleading. What actually happened is we had several scheduling conflicts, and after badgering me for weeks, I tried to accommodate him even while I was traveling out of the country. When we finally agreed on a day, Justin didn't follow through, and he didn't contact me again for nearly a month. Since he was unprofessional and not forthright, I stopped responding. But Justin simply said that I turned down the interview, which implies that I didn't give him a statement, except I did. Literally, my first response to him stated that almost everything said about me has been false or misleading. When the article came out, Cafier, of course, didn't publish the statement and neglected to disclose his relationship to Asterios. This isn't even the first time Cafier has written a puff piece for one of his friends. Back in 2018, he wrote this article where he helped promote his friend's TV show.
I'm hating Whang more and more by the second, dude.
I've written a full article about Justin's nepotism and his failure to disclose his conflicts of interest at Vice Magazine for those of you who are interested. As for why I'm finally
Justin
talking
Whang.
about this, it's because I'm still dealing with the fallout from Mysterio's smear campaign. He even published his false narrative on his friend Rich Kiyonka's website, better known as Low Tax. Low Tax's greatest hits include Something Awful and Women. And of course, Asterios even defended Low Tax in his hit piece against me. And the stuff you've seen in this video barely scratches the surface, like when he started posting what he claimed to be my girlfriend's phone number online, which caused her distress because she'd have to drop everything she was doing and check social media every time this dipshit threatened to dox her. Except the fucking idiot added the real area code of the city we live in, so his hate mob started calling and harassing some random guy in Los Angeles. Good job, dumbass. If Asterios hadn't carpet bombed the internet with so much bullshit, I probably wouldn't have had to make this video. And if he didn't threaten me—
What? Wasn't this about Justin, though? Didn't you make it because of...
By the way, Justin Whang has put out 4 videos
Concurred?
about Maddox. I haven't heard one single rebuttal to anything he said, actually, about Maddox.
people to review bomb my podcast, harass my sponsors, and publish a fraudulent ad to hurt my book sales,
Yeah, fuck
I
your
wouldn't
book,
have had to take him to court. I would honestly love to never have to mention this idiot ever again. Had Justin not involved himself and minded his own fucking business instead of attacking me completely unprovoked, I wouldn't have had to make this video about him either. What I've learned through all of this is that
Justin didn't get into drama, none of this would have happened. So true, man.
What happened? I still don't know what Justin Whang did.
He plagiarized. Okay, so how he's involved in the drama is that
he knew this guy, who knew this guy, who knew this guy, who knew this guy,
the worst
who knew this guy,
allegation against him that seems like it could potentially be legitimate is like him in 2016 or 2018 tweeting at or making a Facebook post about Maddox speaking somewhere, and then fans use that to get him kicked off.
I'm rooting for Asterios on this one. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he did. I don't even know what he did, but this guy
bent
sucks,
Maddox
dude.
over and fucked him.
Holy shit.
there's almost no downside to slander. If you smear somebody on a platform like YouTube, you gain money, clicks, and notoriety.
Let's go.
And when the person you're slandering responds to set the record straight and prove you wrong, as they usually do, the person making the smears can either double down and get more clicks on the drama, or they can apologize. Unless the person you're slandering has the time, energy, and resources to litigate, scumbags like Justin will always profit off of slander and drama. And even if Justin doesn't monetize his apology, the damage is already done. He successfully removed me from a panel and silenced me from speaking engagements.
How did we get to this point in this country where instead of debating...
So, like, that's the main accusation. It's just, that's the main thing, I guess, just, okay.
Hating the people that we disagree with, we just want to silence them outright.
Yeah, good question, Justin. I wonder how we got here. People like Justin represent the very worst elements of cancel culture. He's exactly like the woke, SJW, PC culture he claims to hate, except worse, because at least they're not pretending to be champions of free speech. If anyone deserves to be the target of cancel culture, it's truly him and all the shady, clout-chasing drama losers like him. Well, you like drama so much, congratulations, dipshit. Now you have some of your own. The only reason I ever took any of these people to court is because they don't know how to fuck off and leave people alone. Don't like it? Don't fuck with people's livelihoods and they won't fuck with yours. Justin, Asterios, Vice, and the phony progressives of Weber Shanwick can all go fuck themselves.
Is he like...
So in conclusion,
right-wing?
what have we
There's a lot of
learned?
woke and
Unfortunately,
a lot of-
that nothing ever gets accomplished.
Yeah, I think he's like anti-SJW, but he's also like a little bitch and a moral grandstander, so it's like this weird area.
This is so fucking weird.
Unless you make a big public stink about it. From having to bitch about customer service on social media to get remonetized on YouTube and to getting people to leave you the fuck alone, nothing ever gets done unless you go public. So part of the reason I'm making this video now is to let people know about some of the bullshit I've been dealing with for years now. So part of the fallout from all of this is that Justin Whang has now been exposed as an unfunny plagiarist, a joke thief, and a hack. But of all his offenses, perhaps the most egregious one, and the one that's most unforgivable, is that he's part of a new metal band. Don't forget to send me your tales from the internet videos. There's a lot more to this story, and maybe I'll tell it someday if there's any interest. Comment below and let me know.
I don't know what...
That's it for now. Until next time,
Alright,
I'm
so
Maddox.
my verdict is that
Yes,
Justin Whang did nothing
make
wrong.
more!
Like, I'm actually, like, what in the fuck, bro? Like, holy shit, dude. I'm at a loss, bro. I don't even know why I just watched that. Oh my god, that was terrible. Oh, that was like.
I
that was a hard
commented, make
watch,
more.
bro.
Justin deserves this. F Whang.
Dude,
maybe he'll make more.
Justin Whang is like the last guy I would ever expect to hear any of that shit about. But I don't get it. It's like, why did he go after Justin Whang for his music taste and like his comments he made 5 or 6 years ago, and not address any of the 4+ Maddox videos on Wang's channel? What was like? Why? I mean, if you're gonna like say that he's cool with Asterios and cool with Dick, there's probably no better way to do it than to show his videos where he's, I guess, regurgitating those talking points.
Yeah, he literally made 4 videos, and I'm guessing all of them are negative Maddox.
But like, wouldn't those be like what you'd cover? I mean, I don't know, man.
This is his first video in like a year, and then he made 2 videos, and then there's a 2-year gap.
Oh God.
What? I love this video, but also my brain's melted.
I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna go to bed. This was fucking. Ugh.
Dude, he got owned.
I'm rooting for Justin Whang. That's my white horse. All right. Oh man.
Yeah. Maddox is a cut.
All right. Thanks for chilling me for a bit, Bowblax.
Yeah, no problem. No
Guys,
problem.
if you're watching, check out Bowblax's channel. It's linked in the title because this is Twitch and that's how it works.
Yup.
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
All
Peace
right,
out,
thanks
gamers.
for
See you
reacting
later,
with us, Ronald Riz.
Yeah, thank you for acknowledging me. Wow.
Have a good one.
Wow, you're awesome.
Oh God. Who the fuck is Ronald? No, I'm kidding. I don't really know him very well, but he's a voice changer person, right? Right? I'm almost positive. I don't know. I would assume. Oh God, there's like 100 messages in the group chat. What are people talking about? What is going on, chat? I don't know why Colton keeps donating, asking me to keep the stream up. I keep all the stream VODs up on here. They don't go away for like 6 months. What are you talking about, Blood? Thank you for the 420 bits. You don't have to pay me. I leave them up. Aiko gave the Prime. Thank you. Beast Ghost is Gonzo. 2 whole goddamn years. Getting close to 2 years. New Jersey Trash Boy. Thank you. I wish I could be. I couldn't. It's Colton. Show this. What is this? I guess like Colton drew a picture. Is that what we're stopping the stream? I mean, we're not stopping the stream, but the stream's over. But here, Colton drew a picture. I guess this is in color, or did Hannah draw this picture? I have no idea. Everybody's here, dude. It's like the Smash Bros of Smashing Bros. You know, it's the Smash Bros of Smashing Bros. That is the worst thing I ever just said. Holy fuck, Jesus Christ. There we go. Don't forget to unprivate the stream. Yeah, I'll do that as soon as I'm done. Anything else going on? There's nudes in the group chat. Yes, dude. It's the nudes of X8. Not X8. That's Connor. Which one is X Panda is Ben. X8 is Connor. Why do they have X? Has anybody ever questioned the X line of naming conventions? All right, you want to hear something cool, chat? All right, listen. I know everyone's leaving because the stream's over already. I understand. All right, but I actually did want to drop something. So, all right, stand back, chat. Stand back. All right. Anyway, don't tell your friends to come back because we're just doing this real quick. All right. I just gotta drop some info on you. Hold on. Wait. Hold on, fuckers. Hold on. All right. I gotta find a good song for this. What's a good song for this? It's gotta be. Where is? Yeah, dude. I got it. All right, guys. This is a big meme right here. Ready? It's an A+ big meme. Okay. All right. Don't tell anybody. Do not share. Okay, chat. Ready? So, I heard a rumor, chat. I heard a rumor. Okay. I heard a rumor about the debate that was going to be happening where Tipster debates trans youth. Okay? Alright, chat. I heard a rumor that the person that was testing Tipster, that was going to test Tipster intellectually, okay? It was Jessica Pizzle. I heard that he was prepping for a debate against Jessica Pizzle, and she pulled out. I heard she pulled out like 4 days ago because I guess she conceded privately or something about trans youth. I don't know. That's the rumor I heard, is that she privately conceded and that she pulled out of the convo. And I heard that Tipster reached out to a mutual asking for all the required talking points from somebody I know. Wait, this is the best part. He didn't ask any of his 50 trans friends that he just automatically has. He asked straight white bunk to give him all the details on trans youth. I'm just fucking dying, bro. I'm dying. He's friends with like Keppels and the fucking Milk Lady and Jalen and all this stuff. And he goes, who's my fucking trans expert? Bunk. It's I don't know if it's true. I'm just spreading this rumor. Okay, I heard this is the case, that he was gonna debate Jessica Pizzle on trans kids, and like something happened, whatever it may be, and the debate's off. But he reached out for all the subsequent sources and evidence from like the one trans person, like the one non-trans person he still associates with. All right, that's all. I just wanted to end off here. Oh God, that's what I heard. That's the rumor. Don't tell anybody. We certainly wouldn't want to get that debate back on by spreading that around. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Good night, gamers. Oh man. Oh, Edwin Monday. Like next Monday, not tomorrow Monday. Next Monday. I only remember that because I saw Aiko in chat. Edwin next Monday, Labor Day. Bye.